welcome to the second episode of the Post Game Podcast. You're joined by me, Joe, Dylan.
Yep.
This week we got Danny, no Jake, unfortunately.
Danny Mahomes.
And Leo, of course. So obviously last week, we went over the divisional rounds, predicted a couple of things. This week we'll kind of review them, and then just kind of take it from there, talk a little bit about the conference championships as well. But first thing, obviously Kansas City beat Houston. I think that was like a no-brainer to everyone. Everyone saw that coming.
Yep.
But some of like the bigger things, obviously, I keep seeing is Mahomes getting a bunch of calls, people flipping out online about his flopping. I did see some of them. Some of them were like a little crazy, obviously, watching the game. And even Troy Aikman, he was like, you see Mahomes flopping there, tried to get a call, didn't get it that time. So
yeah, I think that was the one where he was running out of bounds and somebody like tapped him on the back. And he flopped like he was like in the NBA. He did a whole
Literally. It was like second and goal, and then he went out of bounds, and like he literally looked like LeBron.
Yeah, it was.
Love
LeBron,
LeBron, but
see an
LeBron
issue
flops
with
are crazy.
flopping.
I mean, what
No,
do
You
you
get the call, you get the call. That's it. It's real time, you get the call.
It's
This is the
football.
playoffs.
Yeah, but it's football. It's
This is
different.
the playoffs.
But it's literally a technical foul in the NBA.
You do what it takes to win.
In my opinion, though, the thing is because quarterbacks are so protected.
Yeah,
is that
especially now.
Just like he's just taking like the defensive players already talk about how like annoying it is to play against the
Exactly.
quarterback. Like to have him pretend to be running out of bounds, and then they're just like, okay, we'll let him go so we don't get a penalty, and then he turns upfield and gets an extra 5 yards or sometimes even a first down.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's already too protected to be doing that kind of stupid thing.
Yeah, especially Mahomes. I mean,
Exactly. That's a great
Yeah,
point.
on top of it, it being Mahomes. Like
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong, I love the guy.
no disrespect. Yeah, no
He's
disrespect.
great.
He's
One of the
the
greatest
best.
of all
He's the
time.
best.
But
He's a dog.
Like
no-
KC
no
already
room
gets
for
enough
that.
calls.
Exactly.
Like you already get enough calls, you shouldn't be flopping.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%. Obviously, Kelsey.
Playoffs, you got to do what it takes to win.
Yeah, and playoff Kelsey is back now. Yeah,
I'm an underdog team.
Yeah, if you guys saw the underdog draft, Dylan had Mahomes and Kelsey. Mahomes didn't really
And
have that
Saquon
good of
and
a
McLaurin.
game, but yeah, and Saquon
And
McLaurin.
Joe Mixon and Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua, Benjamin.
But yeah, Kelsey had 117 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, 7-1-17
Yeah.
and a
7
touch.
117 and a touchdown. So obviously, playoff Kelsey is a different breed. I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna be the same thing against the Bills. But what's crazy is the only receiver that had a catch in that game was Xavier Worthy on the Chiefs side. I mean,
Not Chiefs side.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
that's
No,
insane.
Justin Watson?
No.
Wow.
No one besides Kelsey or
Because I always think Watson's a tight end,
Yeah.
but then you look him
Kansas
up, he's a receiver.
Kansas
Yeah.
City's receiving core is just atrocious.
yeah,
Awful.
it's so
God
weird.
awful.
Boy D-Hop, bro. But D-Hop was
Oh, yeah,
getting-
D-Hop didn't have a catch.
Nothing.
Yeah.
D-Hop was
Oh,
getting
yikes.
No
he's on-
D-Hop,
he's
no
on
Mark-
Derek
no
Stingley-
Hollywood.
Derek Stingley's island.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one catch.
Hollywood's out though for the playoffs now.
He's out?
Hollywood, yeah, he is right.
Hollywood? No,
I
I
don't
believe
think
he's
so.
He's
good.
not out.
I
Is he?
didn't hear anything about him being out.
Sure.
I didn't see
I
anything.
mean, he's not an every down receiver because they have like 40
I think
people
he's hurt.
playing on offense.
I
But
don't know. I didn't hear.
I
anything
didn't
about
see
him
anything.
being
I
hurt.
thought he was playing the whole time.
He did play the whole time in the Houston game. From
Yeah.
what I know,
Yeah.
I know he had that one deep bomb that.
Yeah, he
dropped.
should have caught. Yeah, he
He
dropped.
dropped that one. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, no, he's definitely playing.
Yeah, but and then Commanders upset the Lions, which was a wild game, like
Sickening.
absolutely insane. No
Sickening.
one, obviously, last week, no one here had picked Washington.
Mhm.
And it was just insane, man. They made no mistakes. Washington made no mistakes. Jaden Daniels was on fire.
Straight
Flawless.
dog.
Yeah, he is.
Flawless.
On
He is a
point,
dog.
man.
He is a
Such
And
a
then
dog.
all of a sudden, Jared Goff wants to play the worst game of the season, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
man.
like Demon coming back, like the worst thing that could have happened for the Lions. Like
literally.
Jameer Gibbs, 14 carries is blasphemy.
Absolutely.
Blasphemy.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
what's crazy, man.
I
Like
agree.
they were just I think they were using Demon at the wrong times. Like I think we talked about it. It was like, yeah, he should see goal line work. He should see like
Short yardage.
short yardage. Like
But
get
even the goal line, it was Jimmy
Yeah,
Gibbs that
like-
had the touchdown. Like
Yeah.
Exactly. The
He didn't
momentum.
they didn't need
Yeah.
him. They didn't need
Jameer
him.
built the momentum the last 3 games of the season. Like the guy is literally he led the league in touchdowns. Like
Touchdowns.
1 yard, 5 yards, 60 yards, 7 yards. Like Demon should not have been in that game. It killed all the momentum. And if you look at the only positive plays of that game, other than like maybe a minor off course, Jameer literally every time he touched the ball was 7+ yards.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
it was
you're
so
gonna take him out of the
crazy.
game?
And what's crazy is that even when the Commanders played the Bucks, Bucky Irving was doing the same thing.
Exactly.
He was averaging like 7-8 yards a
And-
carry, and they wouldn't give him the ball.
And they shied
Yeah.
away from him.
Jameer Gibbs, every time he touched the ball, it's a first down.
Yeah.
I remember Dylan was like, he's averaging 10 yards a carry at 7 rushes.
Yeah.
He gets to 9 rushes, he's at 90, so he's still averaging 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
at
then-
14, he's at 105.
And then they did the same thing. They just didn't keep. I would have given the ball 30 times.
That's
He's
the thing,
special.
man. 14 carries is just it's just crazy. He should have at least had 20. Like
25?
And 20 is still not enough.
I
I
always say
would have given it to him 30 times.
Yeah.
I always say 25 minimum and 5 catches. He should get 30 touches a game.
It's
The
Just
guy's
just like Saquon does.
yeah.
Yeah, especially after those picks, or not
Yeah,
after
yeah.
after the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
putting the game in Goff's hands.
Oh
Hand the ball
no,
off.
they didn't. They put it in JMO's hands.
Keep handing it off.
Yeah.
They put it in JMO's hands to
Jameis
throw the
hands.
ball.
Ridiculous
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, it was crazy,
Ridiculous
man. I don't
call.
know.
It
It
was a
was-
bad coaching game for
And
sure.
what did I say earlier in the year? What about JMO when I said he's gonna cost them a win with unsportsmanlike penalties?
Yeah,
I
he
wasn't
just-
predicting a reverse pass and him throwing a
He's-
pick, but
he's-
I always
he's never thrown the ball in his life. What are you doing in like a divisional
yeah.
game?
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving he threw that ball at the Bears secondary player at his chin on the sideline. I'm like, this guy. I literally texted you guys. He's gonna cost them a playoff win with his like unsportsmanlike penalties, and the guy throws a pick.
It's immaturity. I
To
think,
Sanders-
I think Ben Johnson just wanted the season to end early so he can go
Yeah.
coach another team.
To your
So-
boy Sanders still, Michigan.
So I saw I keep seeing things online. I spent like a majority of it coming from Lions fans that are like, oh, the coordinators were too busy like interviewing and trying to go be head coaches and not prepping for the game and this that.
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of torn between it because like the Lions fan in me is like, yeah, they're right. Like just save it for the
After
off
the
season.
season,
Like
yeah.
you're gonna get a job, bro. Like
Yeah.
nothing. Like these teams are dying for you to come
Literally.
coach them. I'm
For
sure
the
they're not
last
gonna
2
go.
years.
Literally, I'm sure they're not gonna go give your job away to somebody else. But
They're both nominated for Assistant of the Year.
yeah. Like you guys are gonna get head coaching jobs, just relax. But then also like the NFL fan in me knows that like that's normal. They
That's
do it all
not how
the
it
time.
works.
Exactly.
Yeah, like when they're interviewing for
Listen.
people, like they
People
have
do it
to
all the
jump
time.
on
But
it.
one thing that
like,
didn't
listen,
sit-
bro, like one or two interviews they had with the bye week, they had what 2 or 3 weeks to prepare.
No.
Like that's not. That's,
But
that's
at
not
the
gonna,
same
like,
time,
stop
like
them from preparing.
what didn't? I'm not saying that they didn't prepare. I just feel like maybe they didn't put their all into preparing because I know like this guy Ben Johnson already has his D coordinator picked out before he even went and like
I
joined the
swear.
team.
I swear.
So obviously this is like pre-planned stuff.
Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, like Ben Johnson's been running this offense for the last 3 years. Like he probably knows his offense like the back of his hand.
Yeah, he doesn't need to spend as
Like,
much
he
time
doesn't
with
need to
them.
spend as
That's
much
true,
time with
but-
it. And he led this offense to the number one offense in the league, highest scoring offense, historical season. Like he doesn't need to like prep. It just
But I feel like at the same time,
it
that's
was-
what
it
comes
was
back to
bad,
bite you. It's
but it
just
was
being
just-
like
it was
complacent,
just-
thing.
yeah,
Oh, whatever. It's
bad-
just Washington.
Yeah.
It was just that bad play call. Like you already ran a trick play with Jameis reverse touchdown, the triple reverse, whatever.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
scored a 60-some yard touchdown. Okay, you
Yeah.
already got your trick. Don't
And
it's time to go. You're down
pass
10.
from Montgomery to Amon-Ra. I don't know if it was before the JMO or after the JMO.
Like you're
Yeah,
already,
that same like triple flip.
Yeah, the triple flip. Yep.
No, the forward
inside,
pass.
inside handoff,
Like the little forward
inside-
pass.
Yeah, the little
shovel
like flip
pass?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shovel
the
pass,
shovel
shovel pass.
inside.
Like you already got all your trick plays. What are you doing running a backwards pass with a second-year wide receiver that's not trustworthy at all? That is just fast and
But
that can catch the ball.
Part of it still also JMO was not supposed to throw it. Like you can adjust
that's
and
my
run.
Point. Like if
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Amon-Ra has the ball in that situation, he's either
not
throwing
throwing.
it away or he's taking a 5-yard
Well,
loss.
Amon-Ra-
or-
Amon-Ra was the emergency QB when
That's what I'm saying.
Teddy Bridgewater
So-
was gone.
So
Yeah.
if you're gonna run that play, why are you running it with JMO?
Yeah.
Maybe,
know,
but
like-
maybe the thought process was that we ran this play earlier and we scored. So maybe they see JMO with
They're
the ball,
gonna
they're gonna
jump-
collapse
they're gonna
and jump
collapse,
on him,
yeah.
and then what's names
Yeah.
open up the
It also
sideline.
could
I
because
get it.
I mean their whole thing, a lot of their like trick plays have just been like something like every time you see some running something, you're like, I've never seen that before. It's like
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to try something where like
And-
you didn't expect, but
Yeah,
it just
and
didn't
like I
work
think they
this
were just
time.
trying to get momentum on their side.
at
Like
the end-
it's
at
one
the
of those
end-
things where if it worked, it would have been like, oh my god, what a
course.
play. And it
Yeah,
didn't work,
yeah,
and we're
yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Of
Yeah.
course, and at the end of the day, like the whole game didn't just fall on that one play. Like,
No,
of
no,
course,
of course.
Goff's pick six, and then Goff's fumble inside the end zone, Goff's fumble before the half, or interception before the half. Like
Yeah.
all that, like all
In
that,
my
of course,
opinion, the
is a
fumble
big-
wasn't his fault though.
Absolutely
It
his
was bad.
fault.
It was bad. It was bad on his part. You need to secure the ball, yeah,
You
but
have to secure the ball.
Getting sacked.
But Graham Glasgow legit did not even put in a block.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And so like him, he's waiting for the play to develop, and then he gets clocked from behind, and the ball.
But-
Oh shit!
But he didn't even like the defensive player didn't even try to poke the ball away. He didn't even hit his arm. He literally had his arms wrapped. The
No.
defensive
He
player
kind
had
of
his
like
arm-
he
No,
kinda,
he hit him in the elbow.
Yeah, he hit him in the elbow, the right elbow. Yeah.
He hit him in the elbow.
But you want
yeah.
to talk about bringing Demon back? Give it to him on 3rd and 1. Shotgun, empty backfield.
That's what we were saying. is
But
like,
I
but
think
the
they
way
did
the
that
way the
because they knew
Lions-
they could get a
Exactly,
yard
on
on
fourth
fourth
and
down.
I know,
The
but
way the Lions treat 3rd and 1 is like how any other team treats 2nd and 1. Like take
Yeah.
a shot. Hey, it's 2nd and 1. You know you're gonna get the first down on 3rd and 1. Just take a shot on 2nd
That's
and
true.
1.
That's true.
Yeah.
That- I don't mind the play call. It's all Goff did not secure.
But
the
like, how
ball.
many times has a QB sneak or a 3rd and 1 Demont run failed?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
it's
But
rare.
that's why
yeah.
they're gonna
So-
run it on 4th down.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose 3 yards, then you can't go for it. I mean, Dan Campbell will go
I
for
mean,
it.
it's
But
still, but like,
But-
there was so many things that went wrong that game.
Yeah,
Washington
you
Washington
can't,
just
like-
played a great game.
And
too.
on top of
that
it,
too.
Great to
Jaden
understand.
Daniels absolutely zero
Yeah.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Blocking was
De'Ami
on
Brown
point.
catching the ball with
No.
Kirby's hands on his
Ridiculous.
eyes.
What kind of catches that?
Couldn't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin screen pass takes it all the way. Like
Yeah.
they just played out of their mind.
And I
was
think
flawless
the
game.
defensive injuries finally just caught up. Like they had a guy, I don't even know his name, number 40 out.
Yeah,
The safety.
Yeah, the safety you were talking
I
about.
don't even know his name. I swear off
Yeah.
the top of my head. That before that game, before he checked in that game, he played one snap the entire season.
So Brian Branch was hurt like periodically, or he was just out?
No,
Like,
it
it
was
was like
Malik
Amik
Roberts.
Roberts.
Melifonwu.
What about
Yeah.
what about Amik Robertson too?
Amik Robertson?
Oh, he
out
like
too.
broke his arm or
Yeah.
elbow or
Elbow.
something
Yeah.
in like the
Like
first
gruesome.
drive.
Yeah, that was
A
wild.
lot of people are saying like the Lions are like done, or are they going to be just mediocre now? No way.
I
No
mean,
way.
you never know though.
Bro,
Teams
don't-
get this
but
close
don't-
and this
but
good,
don't
and then
forget.
they.
Don't forget, like Aiden Hutchinson's still coming back
I
this
know.
year. Like he's not done for his career. Like
Sure.
Aiden Hutchinson was arguably going to be the defensive player of the year this year.
Yeah.
Like you get him back if you go sign another free agent or trade for somebody. You're just where you're at.
And I don't know who told me, but like Jack Campbell needs to like know his surroundings because I don't know if Jacob told me this or someone else, but he broke Anzalone's arm and he broke Amik Robertson's
Amik
arm.
Robertson's arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he knows
crazy,
someone's-
bro.
And you're getting a lot of key players back next year. But I mean, I think the most important thing is obviously finding a defensive offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I think anyone you bring in, whether you're gonna promote or whether you're gonna bring somebody from outside, like you'll be good just because the culture's there.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
it-
people
there's
still want
Dan
already-
to.
Campbell.
They
there's
want to
already a
play under
strong
Dan
foundation.
Campbell.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a strong foundation. Like Ben Johnson and Glenn are geniuses, but like I just feel like.
But then again, nobody knew who they were until they were
Beforehand.
put into this
Exactly.
position. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
like, I feel fine, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
So
I'm-
but Ben Johnson taking obviously the Chicago job.
Yep.
I mean, is it? I didn't expect him to stay in the division. I don't think it's like
Yeah.
disrespectful or nothing. I just
It's
think it's
not.
like it's
No,
not
no,
disrespectful.
it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's not. I don't think it's like weird. I thought like it might have been somewhere he would want to go like to the AFC. Like, but I don't know. I mean, I think out of all the teams that were looking for someone, I do think Chicago is one of the more like put together teams that were
Yeah,
looking for a head
they do
coach.
definitely. They probably do have the most complete.
They have the
roster.
right pieces.
Yeah.
Defense is always there.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
obviously he said he's going to be bringing in, like, focusing on bringing in, like, more coaching staff that
Yeah.
he would want to coach with him, which I think is going to be sweet. I think they'll be a solid team next year.
Yeah.
I don't know how good, but I think they'll be a lot more like, they'll be a lot more aligned.
They'll go
obviously, than
from
they
like
were.
4 or 5 to like 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah, I mean, still.
Yeah.
I mean, to
improvement.
me, I think
I
the
I
reason-
was like joking around about the Bears. They're just always awful.
Yeah.
But like they'll definitely improve. I mean, can't be worse than this year.
Yeah, 100%. He
The
said
reason-
he liked beating Matt LaFleur twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, I saw that.
Just make
Yeah.
sure DJ no more awful.
Oh,
Release
no,
him.
no. DJ Moore is, I said,
I think he eats this year.
I think so,
low-key.
too.
No way.
I think so, too.
Ass.
I think DJ Moore will end up being a top 10 fantasy receiver
No,
next
Rome
year.
will
I
eat.
think he eats this
Rome's
year.
gonna
low-key.
eat this year.
Bottom
Rome,
10.
too. Rome's awesome, too.
Rome will
Rome's
eat.
gonna eat.
Yeah, Rome's awesome, too.
Caleb, I don't know what to think of. Like I will
That's-
see.
I don't know, man. I think Caleb, like, he plays hard, man. That's the thing. Is,
Absolutely.
like,
Competitor.
he was the most pressured QB, right?
Most
Most sacked
sacked.
Yeah,
Most
QB,
that's
sacked
for
QB, yeah.
sure.
Most
Their
sacked
offensive
QB.
line was very bad.
and he was still like making plays, bro. Like,
Yeah. There was that stretch where they played
And-
like
and
bad
with two-
teams, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean they're NFL teams
Two
regardless.
different head coaches, very terrible like coaching staff. Like that affects
Yeah.
the quarterback
For sure.
over a bad line.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can have a bad line, but if you have good coordinators and good play callers that can get the ball out of your hands quickly, like
Yeah.
that'll get you going.
Yeah.
But,
No, and then their defense, like obviously, is their saving grace always. So
Yeah.
they'll put up a fight, but they should still finish around that 3rd to 4th place in the division.
Yeah.
Fourth with that
Yeah.
division. Fourth.
You never know what happens with like the Vikings.
Well, with
They're
the
like
Vikings,
the same
you,
thing
you
up
don't
and
know
down.
what's gonna happen because they also have a basically rookie quarterback coming in. He's never
Yeah.
played a snap.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, he has in the preseason.
Tell you, I
but
think JJ might be gone before.
I heard Sam Darnold's out. He's gone.
Yeah, if they bring Darnold back, they're
There's
just gonna
no
have
way-
a tougher
there's-
schedule, and they'll
There's
finish.
no way they should bring him in.
Yeah, 7 less wins than 14.
Yeah, but
Sam Darnold, I mean, Nick Foles just didn't win the Super Bowl.
yeah, I mean, he was it was the two most important games of the year. Like, okay, you played a
Shout out
great
Nick Foles
season
when they finished
and
championship.
just
Yeah.
choked.
Flop and flop too.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Darnold had like $50 million in his hand, and every snap it just kept going down and down and down and down. Now he's gonna go get shipped off and play for 20.
Who
Okay,
scored 9
but-
points back to back.
Not bad.
yesterday.
Backup quarterback get paid 20 mil.
He won't be
Oh
a
my
backup.
gosh.
He'll go to like a poverty team and start like
Who?
the
The
Giants.
Raiders.
Sam
the
Darnold?
Raiders.
Yeah.
He might
I saw
be.
he might even go back to.
No, the
San
Raiders are
Fran.
going to draft. The Raiders are going to draft Shador if they can.
He might be
Yeah.
that backup mid-season. Like he'll start with the team and then just it's gonna go downhill and then he'll end up getting benched.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
I can see that.
I
But he'll
like-
definitely
I
start.
see him going like the Giants.
Yeah.
I
Giants,
think-
Raiders.
I think the Giants are going
something
to end
like
up
that.
Any
drafting
team he
Shador.
goes to, he's gonna be
That's- yeah.
atrocious.
Yeah.
Any
Oh
team
yeah,
he
he's
goes
not
to.
going to
Yeah.
be good.
Guys,
No,
he
Kevin-
literally got
Kevin-
sacked 10 times. I
Kevin
couldn't
O'Connell.
believe it.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell in that offense made him, bro.
Yeah.
JJ will be a dog. You'll see.
Yeah,
He's
he's gonna
be
good.
sweet.
I'm excited to see him play. I was,
JJ to JJ.
Yeah, literally. It's
Wow.
gonna be. It's gonna be
I
so
thought for a
sick.
second you were saying like Justin Jefferson's a dog. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
No, JJ McCarthy. I was so mad he got hurt. Like
Yeah,
he
man,
he
that was
for
so
sure would have
crazy.
like he would have
he's got
started.
that dog in him.
He does. Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's gonna be. I
Like
think
the
he's
first
gonna be awesome.
Michigan quarterback ever
But
since Tom Brady.
so like
Are you
with
kidding? Denard Robinson?
oh gosh, bro. He ended up
Running
being
back for the
running back,
Jaguars.
yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
But
Boy, Devin Gardner.
God.
Receiver for the Panthers. No quarterback pans out. Tom Brady literally the only one. Chad Henne is a backup, best backup ever.
yeah,
Like,
but with
longest tenured backup, I should say, not the best backup ever.
Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn both out, so the Lions get what they get 2 comped picks. Is that
I
what it is?
I didn't even know. Jacob told us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe he was saying they get 2 comp picks. What they are, I don't know whether I think
Third
they're
round?
third rounders.
I think
he
it
was
was
saying,
third,
Because he was saying they don't have a
I
third round
think
this
I
year.
think that's a rule though in the NFL. If 2 of your coordinators leave,
both leave, you
yeah,
get
if both
compensated
leave,
picks.
yeah,
Like at the same time.
yeah, like if they both
Yeah.
leave at the same point in the season or whatever
Yeah.
after
Oh.
the season.
Another thing too with the Lions that I'm not worried about is Brett. They still got Brett Holmes. Like don't
Yeah,
forget Brett
yeah.
Holmes
Yeah,
built,
yeah.
built that. He brought in Dan Campbell. They
Literally.
brought in, like all the players, all the drafts, all the coordinators. Like,
yeah, that's
like,
true.
He still
That's
knows
true.
what he's doing, and he even posted something like trust the process or something.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
Yeah.
I
No,
there-
I'm
there's-
not worried
I think
about it
they'll
personally.
end up being like a 13-4 team or something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that.
maybe even better. I don't know.
I think that from what I remember,
it's
they,
hard to get
they have
better
a
than
tougher
15
schedule.
wins,
They
though.
have the
With Aiden Hutchinson coming back.
they have the Baltimore division, and I think the forgot what division-
I think
that's
they ranked us like the 3rd hardest schedule in the league or something.
They have a tough schedule for
Yeah.
sure.
For next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule,
Yeah.
but
They got Joey B on the
Oh,
road.
man.
Miss him, man. I wish he made the playoffs.
Low key, bro. Would have been so nice to watch him play.
He probably
but-
would have been in the championship right now. The
Yeah.
AFC championship.
He's not going to be Josh Allen.
Yeah, but
Yeah, his defense.
Too
isn't
bad of a
good enough.
defense.
Yeah, defense isn't good.
yeah, it's so bad, bro. So bad. But Jaden Daniels, obviously, like he played an amazing game. Do you think Jaden Daniels had the best rookie QB season of all time?
So
absolutely.
yeah, I was looking at the numbers. It absolutely has to be him. He broke the rookie rushing record for as a QB 900, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he did that all with like not turning the ball over. That's the biggest factor because Andrew Luck had an amazing rookie season. He had about 4,300 yards, stands as the record for a rookie quarterback to this day. But he had 18 interceptions,
Yeah.
23 touchdowns, still good for a rookie quarterback. But he
What
had 18
about,
picks. Cam Newton, who were you gonna say?
Justin Herbert.
Oh, Justin Herbert. Oh, he's awful ass, but he did have a good rookie
He had a
campaign. I was
great
looking it
rookie
up.
season, yeah.
40 something 100 yards, and I think he had 28 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something like that.
Yeah, and didn't really turn the ball over. Or I don't know if he did. I think it was like 9 to 11 interceptions. But you know what I think about him? He's the most inaccurate quarterback in the NFL to this day. Awful. Had him in fantasy 3 straight years. It was the worst 3 years ever. My lord. All right. But like I was saying, like Jaden Daniels, 900 rushing yards, didn't turn the ball over. He's going to the NFC Championship. Which one of
Yeah.
these quarterbacks went to the NFC Championship? I don't think any
None of them.
Yeah, Cam Newton had an amazing one. I think he had like 4,100 yards.
Yeah.
And I remember he had like 450 yards opening day against Aaron Rodgers. I was like, this guy's like for real.
Yeah, he had like the greatest like rookie debut. as a
Yeah.
quarterback.
It was like
Cam Newton was him.
Yeah, it was not like 390, not 4. It was like 460 or something. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
It was insane.
Cam obviously, yeah,
Not
he
a
had a
fan,
great
not a
time. Great
You said
time.
not a
as
fan? What are you not a
What,
fan of?
MVP?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, he's alright. He's whatever.
He's always whatever.
He was like a one-stop shop. Like he had his
Yeah,
rookie
he-
season, he had his MVP
Couple
season.
years, yeah,
Yeah.
a couple years.
Yeah.
I don't
But-
think.
I think
I-
I think he's overrated.
I love Cam Newton.
He's overrated.
yes.
Overrated.
He's not even that like.
He's not
talked
even.
He's not that
Yeah,
rated.
he's not even
Not
rated to
rated,
be
he's not
overrated.
rated.
Everybody's this and
If anything, he's a little underrated.
I'm back.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
was
was-
bad.
that
I can't
was
believe
bad.
he did
One
that.
rushing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's
I
not
can't
back.
believe he did that.
That was
That
wild.
was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
But like, if
Quick
you ever
back.
like see him like talk on his podcast, like his IQ when it comes to football is
I-
like
oh, yeah, I-
insane.
No, of course. I, mean,
I love his
He's a
podcast.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Fourth and one.
4th and 1.
Shout
yeah.
out 4th and 1. that podcast is fire, low key.
It is, yeah. I like listening to him.
Yeah, I like
to him
listening to
like
Cam
break down
talk.
the game and like break down plays. It's really actually it's actually crazy because he points out so many things like you don't even notice. But
Hopefully 4th and 1 can tag us one day.
that'd be sick.
We're gonna have Cam on the show one day. Mark my words.
Cam, if you come on the show, I'll tell you. I'll see you the
We'll
best
let you sit
quarterback
right.
ever.
We'll let you sit right in the middle, Cam.
You can take my seat.
We'll go to his studio.
Yeah, we'll go there.
No, that'd
Yeah,
be sick.
that'd be fire.
But
But no, he had a good career. I mean, just because those couple of seasons were just so great. But overall, yeah, like not overrated because no one really like other than the rookie in the MVP campaign.
yeah,
No one
obviously
really
those are
cared.
the ones that stand out the most.
Yeah,
But then again, another impressive thing with Jane Daniels is he did it with Washington.
yeah.
I know.
Horrible.
Haven't made the
franchise.
playoffs in I
Horrible
think
franchise.
16, 19
19
years.
years.
Another
19 years.
another good thing that I feel like it's not talked about much is their owner. This is his first year
Yeah.
owning the team.
Oh,
I thought,
is
no,
it?
I thought it
Yeah.
was second.
I think it's his first.
Josh Harris.
No, first year.
His
First
first
year?
year owning the team.
I know
yeah.
the previous was like 24 years.
First year head coach. First year.
No, no, no,
offensive
I
coordinator.
think
Well,
it-
no. I
look
mean,
it
Dan
up.
Quinn was already a head
Yeah,
coach,
no,
like
I know
Super
for
Bowl
sure.
head coach.
Look it
No,
up. It
for
might be
sure.
his second year. I just want confirmation. Because I think
But
it's
still,
Dan
like, even
Quinn's first
someone
year as a
like Dan
coach.
Campbell, when he first took over in Detroit, like terrible. You know,
Well,
ter-
yeah, yeah.
terrible first season.
Yeah,
but
2-14 and
But
1. I
Dan
think.
Quinn, like it's.
Yeah,
it-
3.
I would say it's more like
three,
it's-
three,
it's a-
13-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
it's more like a Cinderella.
Yeah,
story.
for sure.
Like it's
Like,
Like-
you don't think they maintain it next year?
no, they do absolutely just because how young they are.
Yeah.
But
I
don't
mean,
know if
nobody
they're-
expected them to
Yeah,
make
I
an
don't know
NFC
if they'll be-
championship.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't think anyone
it's
expected
more
them to
like
make the
a
playoffs.
Cinderella run.
Like,
Yeah.
nobody
rookie
expected-
quarterback, you never expect them
Not
to make
just-
the playoffs.
not just
July
the
of
playoffs.
2023 is when he bought.
Is when he bought it?
Oh yeah,
The-
so
They had
about
what
a year
12
and a
or
half.
13 wins. 12.
This year 12 and 5.
12. Yeah, like
12 and 5.
12 wins. Like,
Wild
no
card
one
'cause of Philly.
expected- No one expected them to get 12 wins.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, CJ Stroud last year, I think what 11 or 12, same thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. No. 11, 12 wins as a quarterback is outrageous, but let alone to do it with that many yards, that many rushing yards, touchdowns, no turnovers. He's unbelievable.
As a rookie. Yeah, he's
100%.
awesome, man. It's so
Yeah.
much fun to watch him play, Loki.
Ultimate
awesome.
player.
Yeah.
Under on his rushing yards for the game though on Sunday.
Oh, that's
AJ
one of your
Brown's
props?
probably gonna have another game with 2 catches, 10 yards. or something.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of
okay,
what?
the Eagles beat the Rams. Okay, it was a weird game. Obviously, like with the snow and everything. Like
Bad throw by Stafford on the last play.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was,
Puka dropped that
that
ball
3rd and 1.
in the flat because
Dropped.
of the snow.
Puka dropped
Bad
the ball.
drop.
Dropped.
I think AJ Brown had 2 drops.
Bad drop. Oh well, one was a hospital ball. We determined
It
that.
was not a hospital ball.
My man, you can't
Don't
throw. You
compare-
can't throw the ball.
bad
Puka
in
doesn't
between
get
Stafford?
hospital balls.
Puka wants hospital balls.
Exactly.
Nobody
Yeah,
else
no,
wants.
He's a dog.
He's an idiot.
Oh, because he's a dog.
Who wants a hospital ball?
Puka.
I'm not trying
He
to get
doesn't
hit.
want a
I'm trying
hospital
to
ball.
get
Don't
paid.
put that out there.
I'm trying to get paid.
Listen. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
What are you gonna say
I
about
want to hear
Puka?
what Joe was gonna say.
I was
Because he's
I
gonna
was-
get
I
enough
was-
of like
I
he's
was
gonna get a
waiting-
lot of
I was
Puka.
waiting for him to say what he was gonna say so I can go into it.
So with Puka, first of all, he just had better numbers. Okay.
He had a better game. Yes.
Way better game.
14 targets.
Okay. Congratulations.
Caught 6 of them.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
That's
No,
low key.
Puka
Not that.
caught
that's
6? 6 for 84.
6 for 96 or
90.
Oh,
97.
I thought,
Four-
I thought he had 9 catches for some
six
reason.
on 14 targets.
Go pull up every single
I
target.
know, but like
how
the-
many of
the-
them was uncatchable?
Uncatchable.
but
Okay,
in
how
this-
many were uncatchable for AJ Brown?
How many did he get?
7.
There was a bad throw
Okay. How many
on
twos
that
did he have?
out.
2.
2 catches.
2 or
yeah.
3.
2.
There was a
Two?
bad throw on that out.
Yeah,
It was
well,
Jalen Hurts threw
14 yards over his head.
So to join the argument that I wasn't a part of last week, Puka over AJ Brown for sure, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely
but Jalen Hurts does like
Give me Drake
his
London too, Richard Brown.
his accuracy is awful. He's a running quarterback, the tush push. Like he has Saquon. Like he missed AJ Brown a lot. Like this past week, the week before. There's a reason why he has so many targets and not as many catches. But AJ Brown's got the diva in him and all that stuff. But Puka, you just watch him, and he's the main part of the offense. Like
The focal point.
the focal point. If you have 2 targets as a top 10 receiver that he is, whatever he is, top 7, top 8, top 10. If you have 2 targets, there's a reason why you have that. The team does not need you to win.
Yes, they do
The
not.
team
They need
doesn't
only one
need you to
person,
win.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and
That's
Devonta
not,
Smith,
but
honestly,
that's
is just
not
as
our
important.
argument. That's not our argument. That's not what we're saying.
What are you saying then?
I'm saying
We're saying-
AJ Brown is better.
The better and more skilled player is still
I would
Puka.
love to see what Puka would do or
On a Philly offense.
how much he would be getting the ball if he had Saquon in the backfield.
I mean,
I want
you
you
guys are acting like the Rams have a terrible
No,
running
they
back in the
don't.
backfield. They
Kyren
have
Williams
they have
is
like a
awesome.
top 7, 8 running back in the league.
Kyren
He's not
Williams-
having a historic season where he's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
2,300 yards.
But he did last
So?
year. No. He
What do
did.
you mean so?
Kyron did last year. He had how many touchdowns?
No,
I don't know
Kyron
a
is
lot.
awesome. Nothing
no.
against
But
Kyron.
the whole
But Kyron is getting a lot of work
Kyron.
too.
So listen, Kyron did not have a Saquon season, but he had one of the best like rushing receiving seasons for a running back last year.
Touchdowns and
He
yards.
I think he had 2,000 all-purpose, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll
It's
look it up.
close,
I can look it up.
and he had like 15 touchdowns, 18
I
touchdowns.
thought led
He had
the
an
touchdowns,
amazing
didn't
year.
Yeah. He easily could have. So that's what I'm saying. He did that, and Puka broke
And
all those
Puka
rookie
broke
records.
All those rookie records.
But another thing is that I feel like in Jalen Hurts' mind, it's handoff first,
Yeah.
run around second, dump off third,
Yeah.
deep ball to AJ Brown fourth.
Yeah, no, that's for
Okay,
sure.
well,
He
like,
just
it's
doesn't have
deep ball,
pocket
though.
presence.
Okay, like there was in that game, there was that slant or whatever where you call it saying hospital ball for AJ Brown.
Horrible pass.
He had 1,300 total yards.
Total?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Last
I
year-
thought it was
Kyron
close
last
to
year?
for some reason.
Yep.
No, that
Kyron?
has to be rushing.
No, total yards. 1144 rushing, 12 rushing touchdowns, 32 catches for 206 yards.
How many
That's it?
touchdowns receiving?
Total touchdowns 15, 3 touchdowns receiving.
Oh, okay. No, 11 rushing?
12.
12
Oh,
rushing.
12, okay.
Yep.
I thought he had closer to 2,000, but I was wrong. But I mean, he had 15 touchdowns, 1,300 yards.
No, he had a
no,
look,
it's
Kyron
a
is
solid
awesome. Kyron's awesome.
Yeah.
But my point being is how obviously Puka is elite. There's no question about it. He is elite.
Top
And it's funny because I
Not top five.
had never seen like that debate between Puka and AJ Brown, so I was glad you brought it up. And from what we saw, obviously from the clip, was a lot of people were. It was like low key like 50-50.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
people said half and
Yeah.
half. For
So-
sure. I think it leaned a little bit more towards AJ Brown though. I think more
Yeah, a
towards
lot
AJ
of people. A
Brown.
lot of people were saying AJ Brown
Blasphemy.
for sure. But I'm gonna bring something up. I know you don't like it.
Oh my. God.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about the ESPN Open Score. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it up for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ESPN receiver score covers 3 categories.
Okay.
It covers the getting open score, which measures the ability to create separation from the defenders.
Of course.
The catch score, which evaluates his hands, body control, and the ability to secure the contested catches.
Okay.
And the yards after the catch. So it just analyzes how effective he is at gaining additional yardage after getting the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
So AJ Brown.
Okay.
Okay. Also, it measures all 3 as an overall score. Okay. So this year, on the open score, AJ Brown is rated number 1 with a 92 overall.
Okay.
Okay. Puka Nacua was rated 26th.
Puka Nacua didn't play for like 6 games. 5 or 6 games.
4 games.
4.
And
No, 5.
4.
It was 4.
It was
He
4.
was on the IR for 4.
I had him.
But I think he missed
5.
more than the
Okay.
4
Oh,
required.
And I'm sorry, Joe, before you continue, another huge thing is availability. I'm sorry, I don't want my number 1 receiver missing 8 games every year.
He didn't miss no games last year.
Yes, he did.
He did.
I think he might have missed.
I think he missed games last year.
Okay, so did AJ Brown.
When?
No, last year.
AJ Brown missed
this
what?
year?
2 games this year?
He missed like 1
He
or
missed
2.
3 this
No,
year.
3. Okay, so
3.
there you go.
So they're
fine.
3 and 5.
Either
So-
way, Puka is ranked 29th with a 67 overall. Keep in mind, a 50 is like the median of being open.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm not done.
I don't know. I don't really care about these stats like that, but it's fine. You can go ahead.
I'm not done.
Puka didn't miss a game last year.
He didn't?
No, yeah.
Last year,
Every single game. Played every single game in the playoff game.
How many yards?
In the playoff game, 9 catches, 181, and a touchdown.
How many total yards last year?
1486 on 105 catches, but he only had 6 touchdowns.
Gotcha.
anyway,
Go ahead.
on the catch rating, AJ Brown's also ranked number 1.
Okay.
Puka Nacua is higher on this one than he.
So
was
I have a
at the-
question. How is Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase? How are they not number 1? How is Jamar Chase not number 1 on this list?
It's all based on metrics, on like what they're doing, separating themselves from the receiver to be able to make the play on the ball.
Yeah, I don't.
And
like
AJ
those,
Brown
I
has
don't
a
like those kind of
99.
stats.
I mean, it's ESPN analytic. I'm
That's
just
fine.
saying.
I don't like ESPN.
I'm just saying. He's a 99 overall rated player.
Bro, guys. There was that one
great.
play. There was that play on the sideline that you were talking about, Danny. The ball was 18 yards over his head.
Yeah. Oh, the guy's an awful quarterback.
There was
Okay, what about the one where it was literally Jalen Hurts dropped it exactly off back
Yeah.
shoulder, right in his arms. He just
That
dro-
was-
he
that
caught
was-
it, dropped
I
it,
was
tried
not
to catch it
expecting
again,
that.
He was out of bounds.
That one I was
That
not.
was right
no,
in
no,
his
no, no,
breadbasket.
no. He dropped it. What do you mean out of bounds?
No, he caught it,
He-
bobbled it, dropped it, and by the time
His
re-caught
butt
it,
was
he
out of
already
bounds.
out of bounds.
Yeah, his butt and his foot
Okay,
were out of
then,
bounds.
and then there was that one where he was in the
Puka's never
corner.
dropping that.
He dropped the open one. He ran into the flat. It was a fucking 8-yard pass.
Okay, what about the 40-yard catch he had over?
That one was
over
crazy.
Darius Slay?
It wasn't really
Was
over.
Darius
It was good placement. Darius Slay was like 3 yards like behind him.
And then there was that one. He was double covered in the end zone. He threw it to him and got picked off. And then that goes down on him as a target. when there was in no way,
Well, I
shape,
think it
or
was
form that
was
ball
incomplete.
should have gone
It
there.
was
You can't-
incomplete.
Was it
guys,
incomplete?
you can't-
Or it might have been
I remember
incomplete.
that. I
Yeah,
remember
in the
that.
corner.
You can't like justify stuff like that because even
But-
Puka Nacua had a target in the last play of the game. If that was on him, he's catching that. He had so much separation. Where's the ESPN analytics stat, Joe? He had a lot of separation on that play. If Jalen Carr is not in Stafford's face, Stafford can step up and make that throw.
Yeah.
He's wide open.
The one he overthrew on fourth down.
The one he overthrew on fourth down. He
Yeah.
threw it into the fans.
But-
That's considered a target for Puka Nacua.
Yeah, but those kind of throws from Stafford happen one in every like, what, 7, 8?
But you can also tell like the catch in traffic, like Puka's not scared. You can tell AJ Brown doesn't want like
And
he
then-
doesn't want all that smoke. I'm telling you, Puka's
No, 100%. Yeah, Puka is much more willing to take a hit. I totally
Yeah.
agree with you. But another thing for me is I also feel like, I mean, Dylan, you should know, like, as a receiver in a game, the more
He's a great
you
receiver once.
the more you get work, the more confident you become in a game.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
as a especially being a number one receiver, you can't just get a bunch of like bad balls, don't get targeted till the third quarter, and then they throw you a 40-yard bomb and you drop it, and they'll be like, oh well, that's why you don't get a pass. Well,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't just come out the game after 45 minutes and throw me a
It-
50-yard bomb.
What about just
Absolutely.
what about just breaking down career stats? Like I just looked up AJ Brown's career stats. Danny, how many yards did Puka have last year? 14?
just under 15.
Just under 15.
1480.
Okay. So that was Puka's rookie year, of course. How many catches?
Yeah, 105 on 160 targets, which 66% completion for targeting receiver. I think is like pretty darn good.
So AJ Brown has been in the league for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7.
6 years.
6.
Okay, he had 1496 and 1456, 2022 and 2023. His best year was 2023, 106 for 1456, 106 catches for 1456 yards.
Literally like identical to
7
Puka.
touchdowns.
That season.
Identical to Puka's rookie year. His rookie year.
Tell me who was
he's
throwing
playing
AJ
with
Brown the
Teddy-
ball
he-
before
I
that.
don't care.
Bro, you have a
Okay,
Hall of Fame
okay.
quarterback throwing him the ball.
What about why are you not making that excuse for
Who?
AJ Brown last year? Who was throwing him the ball last year?
Yeah, it's just the same thing.
Why?
Bro,
Yeah,
It's a
he
bad
had-
quarterback
he had-
regardless.
Jalen
He had
Hurts?
500 extra yards, roughly 400 extra yards. Sorry, 400 extra yards.
How many less
and he had
targets?
40 more catches.
Yeah, that's because he
And
had no
his-
Saquon Barkley in his
It
backfield.
doesn't show the targets, Joe.
He had no
look it up.
Saquon
Yeah,
Barkley
they were
getting the
relying
ball.
on him a lot more
You can look it
with
up.
no Saquon.
That's fine. Okay, year before,
Joe, he
88
had-
catches, 1496 yards. Same quarterback. Am I mistaken?
Again,
158.
Jalen Hurts?
158. Joe.
no Saquon in the backfield.
158.
Yeah, targets. Yeah.
Yeah, how many targets this year?
Targets this year.
Who?
we
AJ
have,
Brown? It was under 100.
Oh, it was under. You only had 67 catches.
97.
97.
97 targets.
Which
67 catches though. That's
67 catches, 1,079.
No, it's great conversion with this 97.
And
targets.
Jalen
Hold
Hurts
on.
missed
It's-
games this year.
It's not just this year. Okay, look at his first 3 years. Tennessee, 52 for 1,051, 70 for 1,075, 63 for 869.
And that's all on him. That's
What?
just him. That's him being that good. That's my point.
Yeah, who was throwing him? He was getting thrown the ball by Ryan Tannehill
Yeah,
on the
Tannehill-
back end.
Now,
of
keep in
his-
mind,
I don't care who's throwing the ball. If you who's DeAndre Hopkins' quarterbacks his whole life.
Deshaun
DeAndre
Watson was
Hopkins
great
is
in Houston.
His last 3 years
His-
when D-Hop was there. What
Okay,
about T.J. Yates,
Yeah,
Brian
no,
Hoyer?
yeah.
Well, bro, prime D Hop is a better receiver than AJ Brown.
Absolutely, but I'm saying you can't
I
make
don't
that
know.
excuse.
Joe.
No, Joe. Prime
Joe, we're not
Prime
getting
D Hop is
into this, Joe.
Prime D
I
Hop
don't
is
know.
different, Joe. He's different.
Joe, we're not getting into this.
I don't know, man.
No,
No,
come
Joe,
on,
Joe. Prime
you
D Hop
gotta
is
stop.
I love AJ
Let's do it.
Brown.
Let's get
but-
into
Let's
it.
do it. No.
The guy had 20 starting quarterbacks and had like thousands of
No,
yards
Joe,
every year.
Prime D Hop is
1,000
Yeah.
yards every year.
My point is, yeah, obviously, if you have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, or if you have freaking Ryan Tannehill, okay,
wouldn't even
it's a
want Patrick
difference.
Mahomes.
But a quarterback is a quarterback. If you're a dog receiver, you're getting yours no matter what.
For sure, yeah.
There's a lot of receivers that are out there that have not had good quarterbacks, and they have had great seasons.
Yeah, but AJ Brown has had good seasons pending the
That's
quarterback.
exactly.
Like or
No,
not
he
pending the
hasn't.
quarterback. Yeah, he has.
You
What do
just
you
told
mean?
me he had
You said
1,400 yards 2
63
years.
catches, 869. That's not a good.
I mean,
that's
you're
not-
gonna have Calvin had. I'm sure
Okay.
had under 1,000 yards before.
How many games
I
did he
know.
play that year? Did
He's
it
at
say?
3 of his.
Wait,
three-
869 was
he had
what year?
13 games.
What year was
Oh,
that?
so
Same as this year.
What
13
year was
games.
that?
13 games.
2020, 2021.
2021 was.
Before his last year in Tennessee.
Last year in Tennessee.
Bro,
Okay.
he was checked out. He was leaving Tennessee.
I get it. You just keep making excuses for him.
There's no excuse.
That's not. These are legitimate
No, I don't even-
reasons.
I don't
though.
even care about that.
These
Listen,
are
and
these
this
are
is-
legitimate
none of
reasons.
this is taken away from Puka, just so you know. Like,
But Dell,
Puka's amazing.
Dell. So I did say Puka over AJ Brown, but 6 seasons to have under 1,000 once is pretty good.
No, listen, you guys. He's a
Puka's gonna
top-
have under 1,000
he's a-
in
he's
his
he
a
already
top
career.
did
10.
this year.
Huh?
He's a
He already
top,
did this
top
year.
10,
Injury.
maybe
I'm
11
just saying.
quarterback.
Like a full
but he
season.
Didn't, he didn't have a full season that year either.
Yeah,
the one
actually, that's
that
probably a good
AJ
point.
Brown didn't have 1,000 yards.
You guys are attacking me.
I'm not attacking. So
So what?
prime D Hop.
Yeah,
No,
Joe,
we're not doing this.
Joe,
blasphemy.
prime D-Hop,
Like Stephen A.
please.
Smith says, blasphemy.
Please, Joe. I love
I'll
AJ
save
Brown.
it. I'll save it.
I love AJ Brown. I'm with you
I'll
on the
save
AJ
it.
Brown, but prime D Hop is different.
By the way, Puka had 990 yards this season.
Is that
It counted as
1,000?
a 1,000.
I'm not gonna count it because if
990.
God, he missed 5 games.
I'm not gonna count it.
Okay, don't count it.
I'm not gonna count it. Not to mention,
You can't
look
say
how
he had-
much
yeah.
he was out. Look how much Puka out targeted AJ Brown playing that many less games.
Oh, he missed 6 games, by the way.
6 games.
Puka.
I told you guys.
Yeah, 6
Okay,
Yeah,
even
and how many
better.
Five.
targets? Oh, and to Joe's point, Danny, if you haven't pulled up, how many targets did he have?
112,
Puka?
115,
Yeah.
106.
And
Okay,
how many
one-
did you said AJ Brown have?
80 something. Or no, 97.
97.
97
Under 100.
with 3 more games played.
Yeah, no, that's pretty bad. That so the not targeted is
Not targeted. You
listen,
can't blame
listen,
the
listen,
receiver.
no.
He's a vocal
The
point
not
of their
the not
offense.
targeted.
And then you can't blame the receiver for not getting catches because he's not getting targeted the ball.
the
I mean,
the
he
not
got targeted
the
the ball
not
2
the,
times in that game.
this is a huge-
last
this is-
weekend, and it was 2 drops.
this is a great point I'm gonna make.
Very bad drops.
The not
go
ta-
ahead, Danny.
The not targeted, you can you can use that excuse or that argument for comparing stats. You cannot use it for a skill.
That's
Right?
correct. Yeah, accurate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, but he's not taking the skill into account. He
That's
just keeps
not
talking numbers.
The
Yeah,
best,
yeah.
the best way to compare. 1 second. The best way to compare is you can take AJ Brown's last year and take Puka's rookie year. AJ Brown's 5th year is equivalent to Puka Nakua's rookie year. Both fully healthy, both full games. Both one Jalen Hurts, one had Matt Stafford. Both vocal points of the offense. There was no Saquon last year. Okay, they had AJ Brown his 5th year or 4th year, whatever it was, compared to Puka Nakua's 1st year. Equivalent stats.
I mean,
Equivalent.
Just because it's his first year doesn't mean that that makes him better because he did it before him. That's not how.
Why? He's a better. That of course that means
Peyton Hill has had a great rookie season. Where's he at?
Madden curse.
Okay. That
So yeah, AJ Brown, the 869 yards year, he missed. It was
4
17.
games. He
It
missed
was
3
it,
games.
It
3
was
games.
it was 17.
No, it was 16.
So then he missed 3.
So he missed 3 games.
yeah, 3.
13
Solid playoff
13
outing though.
games.
5 catches, 142, a touchdown. You guys know how I feel about playoff performers.
Yeah. Joe, D-Hop is better than AJ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Joe,
won't
come
bring
on,
that up.
please.
We won't
Don't bring that up again.
We won't bring that up.
Thanks, Joe.
But yeah, I
Puka
think.
over AJ Brown.
Well,
anyway.
all that matters
I'm not
now.
making the mistake
all that
again.
matters is that Puka now is at home, enjoying time with his
Yeah.
family, and AJ Brown is moving on to the playoffs.
Yeah.
On to Saquon Barkley.
The Super Bowl logo is gold and red. Though.
I know. I already. We're gonna get to our predictions. but
Oh,
I
was it
believe I
more?
did
Was it
say-
more gold or was it more green?
Ah,
So,
Commander.
It's like lime green.
I thought it was green.
Commanders.
I thought it was green.
Like
I
a
really
Kel-
don't want the Eagles to. Actually, I love.
Was
Saquon,
it a
man.
Kelly green?
But I
It
hate
wasn't
the
Kelly, but it was pretty
Oh,
green.
I hate the Eagles, but I love Saquon.
Yeah, I don't like the Eagles either. By the way, just AJ
I mean,
Brown.
as a team, I don't. That's
How
the.
can you
that's-
like AJ Brown? He's literally a crybaby. Only
Love
crybaby
him.
in the league is okay. Is
Now
George
you're
Pickens.
hating.
He doesn't cry. When does he cry? He's
don't
cried
talk
one
about
time.
that guy. He's done.
He's cried one
Joe.
time.
I saw that it's possible they might be looking to trade him.
I hope so.
Who?
I hope he goes to
Oh,
KC.
by the
George
way, he
Pickens.
uses all these
George
same
Pickens?
arguments when he talks about George Pickens. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Don't disrespect George.
You
Pickens.
literally use every
George
single one of
Pickens?
these one of these arguments.
Kyle Pitts.
He
God, You
loves
just-
George
you just
Pickens
ruined
because
people.
he does have D-Hop like style catches.
He does,
And
he
D-Hop
does.
style like that's why he loves
He
George
just-
Pickens
bro,
so much.
George Pickens is just in a bad system.
We're not
Oh.
talking about George Pickens right now.
Okay.
We'll
Pittsburgh?
get to him.
What?
You're never in a bad
Okay.
system if you're in
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
No. Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. With no
Whether you're run
quarterback-
first or pass first, it doesn't
no
matter.
quarterback and a run first
Oh.
offense.
No
how
quarterback.
come Calvin Austin always be
Jalen
catching
Hurts
those
is better
dimes?
than Russell Wilson.
Who has the Super Bowl?
I don't care.
Who has more than one Super Bowl?
He's in the end of his career.
Calvin.
Oh,
wait,
give
wait,
me-
who does? Who
give
runs?
me-
Russell
give me-
Wilson?
Those are
Bro,
also. Oh no, sorry, he's been there more though.
Give
Yeah,
me
he's been
Russell
a
Wilson when he was winning Super Bowls in Seattle over Jalen Hurts. But that's not the same.
We apologize for the very loud
I'm
noise.
very
This guy's heated.
Very hyper right
that's
now.
Don't try this at home,
The
meaning don't act like Dylan at
Russell
home.
Wilson in Pittsburgh is not the same one that was in Seattle.
How
I
come,
know,
it's
but
not.
how come
Stop,
Calvin
stop.
Austin catches 60-yard dimes?
And George Pickens does it?
Nope.
Y'all want me to pull him up? Y'all
Yeah.
want me to react them?
Please,
React them?
please don't do that.
You'll tear your Achilles.
I will.
Or pull your groin, quad,
Look,
hamstring.
but the topic right now is not George Pickens. I'm sure we'll get to him in the offseason.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure.
What
We'll
wanna
get
talk
to him
about-
when it's off-season talk.
What I want to talk about is Saquon's performance. Okay, because I don't want to shy away
Wow,
from that.
wow.
Unreal.
Love that guy.
Unbelievable game, right?
So
yeah.
humble.
He had what? 26 attempts for 202 and 2. Was
No,
it
but
202?
26 for
202.
205.
205 and 2.
Two touchdowns. He had like 160, 170 yard touchdown.
Okay,
Unreal.
so with this year, with obviously what Saquon did, would you put his season this season in the top 10 running back seasons of all time?
You have
No,
to.
no doubt in my
You
mind.
have to because like if you're the what is it, the 7th player to rush for 2,000?
No,
Seven.
Something
but
like
at
that.
the same time, you guys, he plays that last game. He's breaking the record.
He's breaking the record.
Yeah,
but
of course.
But remember this, he also averaged a 5.8 a carry. Like you have to put it in the top 10 simply
Top
because
five.
I
Top
agree.
five.
It's it's
it's up
definitely
there. It's up there because I'm sure
Well,
Barry has like 4 of them
I'm putting it second.
behind
Well, I'm gonna go-
Eric Dickerson's
the record.
I'm gonna go. I don't even think that.
AP's is up there too.
Look, I'm gonna go over the top 10 running back seasons according to Fox. I went with this one because it's the most recent one. It was from December, so
Okay.
it's like the most.
You got a big money, Jay.
So it's like the most updated one. Okay, so
Okay.
at number 10 is 2005 Sean Alexander.
Yep, the 27 touchdowns.
Yep, he had
27 touchdowns.
1,880 yards on 370 touches.
Wow.
He averaged just over 5.08 yards per carry, 27 touchdowns.
Yeah.
27 rush touchdowns.
5.08 or 5.8?
5.08.
0, yeah.
Yep.
You know how I feel about touchdowns over yards all day.
Yeah. So, and then this one's crazy. Sean Alexander's 27 rushing touchdowns are 11 more than any other Seahawks player has totaled in a single season in franchise history.
Yeah, that season was
Marshawn.
nuts.
Yeah.
That season was crazy.
So they have that one at 10. So
Madden
I-
cover and then he disappeared.
Yeah. So Saquon's season is still better than that, regardless of the touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, just what he did. He's literally single-handedly
First season with the
winning them
team.
games. Yeah, first season
Yeah.
with the team.
But it was so expected.
Not
I don't
2000.
know. It was.
I don't know, bro.
You never expect anyone to rush for
I
2000.
wasn't expecting him to do this. I
Bro,
thought he was
that-
gonna still
that
be
rushing
Saquon.
game, that
but-
offensive line, Saquon Barkley.
I mean, they've been
The only
hurt
thing that could
though.
have stopped him was injuries.
The offensive line's great, but they've been hurt, and like when you rely on running.
No, Lane Johnson's been healthy all year, and so is Jurgens.
They don't have Jason Peters anymore. What am I saying?
don't have
I'm
Jason
thinking of
Peters
Jason Peters.
He's always hurt.
Yeah.
And they have Maliata. He's like 6'7".
Oh, well,
yeah, but the type of running back
Average
Saquon
height
is
for
he's
those
making
specimen.
the play. Like he's it's so easy for him to find a hole.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
For relying on a player
But
that
listen,
much, like he's
of
always
course-
there.
Of course, he's making the play 100%. But like the holes are huge.
Yeah, Joe. There's a lot of times where
like that
he hits,
touchdown-
he finds a hole, hits
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
of
then
course.
he's just up the
Gone.
sideline.
Yeah.
gone.
Guys, the
Just like
open.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's fine, but when you see that hole, you still have to run, and the burst of speed in open
course.
field
I just think
is the most
it's-
beautiful like
yeah,
a player
it's
like runs.
It's a perfect
It's
pairing.
just like
Yeah.
It's a
Jahmyr's.
perfect pairing.
Yeah, same thing with Jahmyr. Lions have one of the best offensive lines in the league, and he just has that breakaway speed.
Yeah.
So if there's a little bit of crease, no
But
one's catching
Jahmyr
it.
looks like he's flying. Saquon is just like he's shuffling his feet and he's 10 yards ahead.
Yeah, because his quads are the size of this
Yeah.
freaking helmet.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention that year, Sean Alexander, he won the MVP that year
Yeah.
too.
That's
So
crazy.
that's
a
what's
running
crazy.
back?
Yeah.
That's
so
the
Well,
last
that
time-
was
is-
back when it wasn't always a quarterback winning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. The quarterbacks weren't that good.
In my
Like
opinion,
Payne
like
and Tom Brady. and that's
okay,
it.
like so, could you give Saquon the MVP this year?
Absolutely. He's-
100%.
If you're
I
a
like it.
finalist, you can.
You could, but he's not
I mean,
gonna get it.
honestly, besides
not gonna
like,
get it, no,
no,
but,
no
like-
way. But after it, like Lamar, Josh Allen, in my opinion, it's Saquon.
But
Of
I mean,
course, yeah.
so
But
we.
you could even argue he's first because
No.
like look at Philly last couple years. They've always just been mediocre. They've been whatever.
They don't have a running game.
No running game.
Like they had
No.
Miles Sanders do good, but
But-
like they didn't have like that
Him.
But-
reliable.
Stop.
Your boy.
God.
That's my boy.
But Saquon took him over the top. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why he can be a most valuable player to his team, but our running back's not going to win it. It's unfortunate.
Which, by the way, like Lamar, like sorry, I know you're gonna continue
no,
with
you're
those
good.
seasons, but Lamar and Josh Allen they had great years. They didn't have like super crazy numbers, impressive like
No,
out of this
they
Bro,
world.
they didn't even
That's
throw
why I
for-
think
they didn't even
Saquon.
throw for 5,000 yards.
It's not about 5,000 is a lot. 5,000 is like
No,
like
fi-
there's
Joe-
only been like
yeah.
3 or 4 players that
Joey
can do
B.
it.
Stafford.
Joey
Yeah,
B.
Stafford.
known for
Joe,
Yeah, Peyton
Joe
Manning.
Burrow, he makes the playoffs. He makes the playoff run. I think he's MVP.
For sure.
But remember, playoff run has nothing to do with MVP.
I get it, but still.
Yeah.
it makes
Saquon's the MVP, but go ahead, Joe.
Number 9, they got CJ 2K. 2009's Chris Johnson
Amazing.
year. 2006 yards on 358 rushes.
So
5.6 yards per carry.
Very fast.
Yeah.
14
fast.
rushing touchdowns. He also had 503 receiving yards and 2
Crazy.
receiving touchdowns.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Shout out East Carolina.
How many all total? How many all-purpose yards? 25 of them?
25. No. Yeah.
A little over 2,500.
2509.
Yeah.
2509. So then in that year, he had 11 straight games of 100 or more rushing yards, and that tied the record with Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders has
Repeat that stat one more time.
11 straight games of 100 or more rushing yards.
Wow.
Wild.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
So that's tied for the most with Barry. Barry Sanders also has 11.
So basically, if like sports betting was a thing back then, it's probably would be like 132 and a half.
Yeah, bro. It was just insane. And then, is Saquon's season better than that one?
Yes.
Yeah, still, right?
Saquon's still,
Yeah, I
Still.
say yeah.
Okay. Number
Especially because
8.
Tennessee probably didn't do anything.
Yeah, probably. That's a good point.
Yeah.
2008. 2008. Number 8, 2006, LaDainian Tomlinson with the Chargers, 1,815 yards
Best ever.
on 348 rushes, 5.22 yards per carry, 28 rushing touchdowns, and it also had 508 receiving yards for three receiving touchdowns.
And how 3 receiving touchdowns? The number 1 running back season ever, right there.
That's your opinion. That's number
31
one?
touchdowns.
How many touchdowns did Saquon have this year?
He had 13 and rushing, and I believe he had 2 or 3 receiving. Guys, he had 31 touchdowns. Look up the quarterbacks that year.
wild.
How many had 31 touchdowns?
That is wild to
Yeah,
have
31
31
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
He
guy
won,
had
he won the
30
MVP that year, by the way.
Yeah, which is
That's
like.
7?
That's 8.
8?
Yeah.
Really?
They have that as 8.
Did you guys see that, by the way? Back-to-back seasons with running back MVPs. Because Sean Alexander broke the
Yeah.
record for 27 touchdowns, and LaDainian, I believe, broke it the following year.
Sean
Or am I
Alexander was 05. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah,
27 and then 28 for rushing.
Ah.
LT's like, I'm breaking it a
Yeah,
year later.
No.
That's tough to beat. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Is
31
Saquon's better than
31
that
all
season or
total
no?
touchdowns?
No. LT's the number 1
That's
season ever.
that's
Yeah.
your number 1. They
That's
have
the
it as
number
8.
That
That's
is like,
wild.
Yeah, having it at 8
That's
is crazy.
Yeah, it is insane. That's a crazy year.
I'm very curious to
Because
hear 7
I
to
generally
1.
think like that 28 rushing record, like 28 rushing touchdowns, I don't think it'll ever be broken again.
Never.
no, it won't.
Especially because nowadays with everything being a
Split
running back
backfield, yeah.
committee,
Yeah.
everybody's got 14 running backs.
Exactly.
100%.
There's no way one
Kenneth
one player's
Gainwell
gonna-
rushes it in, 11 yards. Saquon on
Yeah.
the bench.
I mean,
There's no way
last
players
week,
gonna score
Ray
28.
Davis on the the goal
Yeah.
line. They gave
Yeah,
it to
Ty
like
him.
Johnson, Ray Davis.
Listen,
But-
bro, if Jalen Hurts wasn't doing all that tush push stuff, I think Saquon
He would have had 19 or so.
He
No,
still
Jalen
wouldn't-
Hurts had like 11
I know, but you can't just
It-
take
it
all
would've-
11 and give them to Saquon.
It would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
It would have been
Yeah.
the same. Like some go to Kenneth Gainwell, some are
Yeah.
passing, some are nobody just feeds your running back anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. And even take those tush push, and he's still 4 shy of LT.
Yeah, still
Take the tush push, give him to Saquon, he's still 4 shy.
Yeah. But
Crazy.
number 7, this is before our time. 1973, O.J. Simpson, 2,003 yards on 332 rushes, 6.03 yards per carry, 12 rushing touchdowns. He won the MVP that year as well.
6 yards a carry is
Yeah.
low-key crazy.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Crazy.
It's
to
just-
me,
but
to
it's
me,
it's old.
In an
yeah,
older
it's
time
it's
like
Wilt
that,
Chamberlain
it's,
scoring 100.
it's not as advanced. Yeah, it's still
I don't
crazy.
care.
Like obviously, like
Tacklers probably weren't as strong,
yeah, yeah, definitely not.
not as fast.
So Saquon's season is way better than that in my opinion. Obviously.
Yeah.
Number 6, 1998, Terrell Davis, 2,008 yards on 392 rushes. They gave this guy almost 400 carries.
Unreal. Yeah, he was. They
crazy.
won the Super Bowl. Did they win the Super Bowl that year?
Denver?
I think so.
98.
1998.
Yeah, I believe they did.
Look, maybe
They
did.
won
I
it
don't-
or did
John-
they make it?
I think they won. I'm pretty sure. We'll look it up after. Yeah,
Uh,
they
Oh,
won.
I think you're right.
I think back to
you're
back
right.
actually.
I think you're
if I'm
right.
not mistaken.
Wasn't that with what's his
John
name
Elway.
too? Yeah, John Elway.
John Elway, yeah.
Wasn't Sterling Sharp or not Sterling Sharp? Shannon Sharp on that too?
Shannon Sharp. Yeah,
Shannon Sharp.
Yep.
Denver Broncos,
They won?
1998, January 25th.
Yeah. And Terrell Davis won the MVP again. Like
Yeah,
another running
yep.
back that won the MVP.
He was the MVP of
He beat
NFL
Brett Favre
Pro
and the
Offensive Player of the
Packers.
Rookie or Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Yep.
31 to 24.
He had also 21 rushing touchdowns. Doesn't look like he had nothing to do with receiving.
Oh, he had 21 rushing touchdowns.
21 rushing.
Oh
touchdowns.
yeah, see, that's pretty
That's wild.
solid.
But
That's
still-
good,
but
that's a good-
that's
that's
still
a good
it's
year,
still
too.
crazy to me
Better
that
than Saquon's
LT
year
that
still?
all these ones are
How
ranked
many
over
yards?
LT.
2,008 yards. He had not. It doesn't say anything about. I don't think he got anything in receiving.
Over 6 yards a carry is crazy.
Over 6 yards a carry is crazy.
Crazy.
But Saquon had 5.8.
No, he
So
had
it's-
5.12, 5.12. Over
said
6
six-
yards was
Oh,
OJ.
OJ, my bad.
Oh,
Still
yeah,
over
yeah.
5 yards a carry. On
Yeah.
392
Give me-
carries.
Give me
Oh,
Saquon.
yeah,
Give me Saquon still.
on 400 carries is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. You're pretty much getting a first down in 2 carries.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Saquon's year still better?
Because
I'm taking Saquon's year.
Yeah.
because of the average per carry per yard average.
What about you, Leo? You taking Saquon's year still?
Yeah, still I'm going still Saquon.
Yeah, I'll go Saquon's year still.
I'm taking LT over those both.
Yeah, I'll
100,
take.
yeah.
literally.
I don't know why
Of course. I don't
he's
know
so
why
high.
I announced it right when you said LT's
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll
Number 5 was 1999 Marshall Falk on the Rams. 1,381 yards on 253 rushes.
see. And he'll have a receiving.
5.46 yards per carry. 7 rushing touchdowns. 87 catches. 1,048 receiving yards.
Jesus.
And 5 receiving touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. He's literally
This
like a
guy's
receiver.
like a receiver out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Literally.
He was the runner up for the MVP.
He
that
was
year.
he was like CMC.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
He had
That's a
1,000
great
receiving yards.
comparison.
Yeah.
Dill 87 catches.
87 catches.
20 more than AJ Brown.
I
Don't
swear.
start. Don't give this guy.
More than
My
AJ Brown.
God.
That's crazy.
My God.
That's crazy.
Gosh.
Running back, more catches than a receiver. That's
Yeah.
insane. But yeah, that I would take that.
Probably
over
had
Saquon.
120 targets.
It doesn't say. how many
Yeah, I
targets.
forget. Like it's like only the yards,
because it's still only 2,300 all-purpose yards. Saquon had what 25.
but no. I'm taking Marshall Falk's year over Saquon.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To this
To have
day.
a receiver or to have a
87
running back.
catches?
87
Oh,
catches, bro.
87.
Yeah.
How many rushing yards?
13?
13?
1,381.
Oh my, 2,300 yards, and he still had 87 catches.
87 catches. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
15 touchdowns. total?
And his team was nuts.
7 rushing, 5 receiving.
Yeah. So touchdowns weren't crazy, but yeah, his team for sure won that year too. 99.
Yeah,
What was
right.
it?
Yeah.
Would they
That
be,
was, wasn't that the greatest show on turf?
Yeah, greatest
Yeah.
round serve.
Yeah, like this guy was playing on a crazy ass team and put up
Literally.
23.
That wasn't the year they played Baltimore, was it?
I want to say Tennessee, I believe.
Oh, you're right.
No, I know
You're right.
Baltimore was
Tennessee.
2000.
2001,
Baltimore was
right?
2000.
Yeah.
2000 or 2001?
2000.
2000, yeah. You're right.
2001 was, yeah. 2001 was New England.
It says to this day, Marshall Falk is the only running back to have 1,000 receiving yards in a season and maintain a yards per carry average of 5 or higher.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
That's a crazy stat. That's a crazy.
It's crazy.
So okay, so we given
Repeat
it.
that
How
stat.
many do we take over Saquon? 2, right?
Repeat
LT
that
and
stat
Marshall
one more
Falk?
time. And they did beat Tennessee in the Super Bowl.
How
in
many we
99.
take over Saquon? Yeah,
LT and
yeah,
Marshall Falk.
yeah. So far, only LT and Marshall Falk. You're saying are over Saquon's season.
One more time that stat that you just said.
Oh, he is the only running back to have 1,000 receiving yards in a season and maintain a yards per carry average of 5 or higher.
Gosh. Yeah, that's over Saquon's for sure. That's the second best so far that we've heard, in my opinion.
So you so far right as of right now, because you haven't heard the others so far. It's LT, Marshall Falk, and then Saquon.
Yeah.
So far.
I'm also biased because I love Saquon so much, but his season was amazing this year.
Yeah, it was great. Number 4, they have 1984 Eric Dickerson, the Rams, 2105 rushing yards on 379 rushes, 5.55 yards per carry, 14 rushing touchdowns.
That should be AP's record, man. I know Saquon was 100 yards short. AP had, what was he, like 9 yards shy that game?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
And he had like
AP
200 yards.
yeah. I'm still taking Saquon.
I haven't really, I mean, yeah, we were not born, and I don't know much about Eric Dickerson. I just know he has a record, and he's amazing.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, he still holds the record, so you
He,
kind of
he holds a record, so you kind of
gotta
like
show
have
that
to like,
respect.
Yeah, 100% respect. I mean, and it wasn't like that long ago. It was still way after O.J. Simpson. It was 1984.
Yeah. You're the Bears won the Super Bowl.
Number 3 is 2012 Adrian Peterson, 2,097 yards on 348 rushes, 6.03 yards per
Nah, I'm
carry.
taking
9
that,
yards
yeah.
shy, Joe.
12
year
rushing
was
touchdowns.
Year we
crazy.
graduated high
Taking
school.
over
Yeah.
Saquon.
Yeah, he was the MVP that year, so he was the last running back to win an MVP.
Yo,
Yeah.
that I'm taking over Saquon.
See, like all these running backs that are rushing for these numbers, and they won MVP. That's why Saquon has to win it this
Yeah,
year.
but he's not.
There's
gonna.
no way.
There's no.
Yeah,
way.
because it's a quarterback league. But like they
Quarterback, yeah.
have to give it to Saquon. Josh Allen and Lamar's numbers are not overly impressive. Like look at the
Yeah,
MVPs
yeah,
of
you're
quarterback.
right.
They really
They're
are.
great. They're great numbers. But look at the MVPs of quarterbacks have won: Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. They were like way above these numbers that Lamar and
Yeah,
Josh Allen. put up.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. This stat is crazy though. Listen to this. So, since 1991, Adrian Peterson is the only player in the NFL to have 25 or more rushes of 20 plus yards in a single season, with 27 runs in 2012
27 runs of 20 yards.
or more.
Crazy.
Minimum
That's crazy.
540 yards right
The
there.
next closest
Stupid.
was in 2009, Chris Johnson, who had 22.
22, yeah.
That's
27
crazy.
rushes.
I'm
Yeah.
taking AP over.
You know why?
over
Because like
Saquon.
he finds the hole and the linebackers are like, no, thank you, I'm not tackling
You
that.
can't. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
tackle
and he's
that.
fast.
Yeah, and obviously he won the MVP that year, like
Yeah.
we said.
Joe, I got to see him in person.
Yeah.
You went to Vikings game when
Yeah,
when AP was here.
sick. 1963, Jim Brown is number 2.
Yeah, he's obviously amazing. Everyone says he's like one of the best athletes ever, if not the best.
1863 yards on 291 rushes, over 6.4 yards per
I was
carry.
gonna say, what is that? 7 yards a carry?
Yeah, 6.4 yards per carry, 12 rushing touchdowns.
6.4 is wild.
But this is obviously like pre-Super Bowl era. Like
Yeah.
the award he won was
it's
NFL Player of the Year.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
It's irrelevant.
So basically, if
Yeah.
it's third and goal from the 6, they gave it to him.
He's also the only rusher in NFL history to average 6 yards per carry or more in a single season,
6 yards or more
with
per carry.
minimum 200 attempts.
Unbelievable.
So
Yeah, it's
the
crazy.
athleticism, the defensive players.
It's different.
evolution of the
Yeah, I
game,
think
that's
he was just
different.
another
I know
one of
he
those
was-
I
players
think
that
it's
was,
just one of those
ahead
things
his
where like
time.
it's never gonna go away.
Yeah,
Like they
it's-
have to
they
acknowledge
have
it,
to
which
acknowledge it.
respect. I mean, he still did it.
Like Will
regardless.
Chamberlain averaging 50 and 30.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
number
I mean,
one,
it's still a hard thing to do.
But-
it's still hard.
But
yeah.
not
But
to get
like,
off topic,
yeah.
but Will Chamberlain, he's also the tallest guy in the court. But like Jim Brown still has pads, like other people have pads. He has to
Right.
run through.
Yeah,
and
but he's faster than everybody.
I
It's not
know,
even
but
close.
yeah,
they're
he's
still-
just
Like
one of those
right now-
players
right now
like
you got-
ahead of
you
his
got-
time.
You got DBs that are running 4.3s. You think there was DBs running from 4.3s back then,
probably not.
no. Yeah.
Probably not.
But
or,
we'll-
or
we'll-
even linebackers running 4.4s, 4.5s?
Yeah.
No way.
It's crazy. I still want to see J-Mo run his 40. He said he can run it in a 4.2.1.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
No way he's faster than Jameer.
No, I heard
The
'cause,
fastest is Xavier Worthy.
I know, but I'm saying like even on the same team, like
I-
Jameer, I feel like is the fastest.
Amon Ra on his podcast, I saw a clip. He said that he thinks inside of 40, J-Mo's got him. But if they're running like a full 100-meter or the full field,
Jameer.
Jameer?
no, I'm sorry, other way around. Jameer's faster
about to say,
inside
yeah.
of 40
Yeah.
just because he's more explosive.
Because
but they
J-Mo
think-
picks up speed.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
thinks like if it's a long distance, J-Mo's got him.
Unless he's
Yeah.
throwing the ball.
Yeah.
There's
And a
no
lot of
speed there.
times, guys, we've seen J-Mo like break like long runs and everything, but like he literally jogs like the last 40 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, we've never
'Cause
seen
no
a
one's
full.
gonna. Yeah, no one's gonna. Get
Yeah,
to
we've
that.
never seen a full
I'm
67.
convinced I've never seen him full sprint.
No,
Yeah.
never.
Literally, he's always jogging.
Even like that end around in the Commanders game.
Yeah,
He was literally jogging from
inside-
like the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
He's
inside,
also-
inside the 20, started high stepping.
Yeah.
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 He's also jogging in the pocket when he throws it to Mike Sanders still. God, just joking.
Number one, 1997, Barry Sanders, 2,053 yards on 335 rushes, 6.13 yards per carry, 11 rushing touchdowns. He won the NFL MVP that year.
What year?
Well, he
97.
split it
97.
that year, didn't he? Wasn't he a co-MVP?
I
think-
think the only co-MVPs was like when Peyton and what's it called?
I could have swore he was a co-MVP. I could be wrong.
So it says Sanders tailed 14 games with 100 or more rushing yards,
Yeah.
the most in a single season in NFL history.
One more time because I got distracted by the MVP. You're correct. Brett Favre and Barry
Yeah,
Sanders.
that's what I thought.
That's so hoed.
So they
Yeah.
stayed hoeing that
They-
guy. I'm
yeah.
sorry, but
not,
they
not just stayed holding
him.
it, they stayed loving Brett Favre.
That
They
too.
love
Yeah.
Brett Favre.
They died
They
for Brett
love
Favre.
Brett Favre. You know why? John Madden was too involved in the league at that
Yeah.
time. That guy loves Brett Favre.
R.I.P. What were you
Brett
saying the
Favre's a good
stat?
one, though.
Yeah, for sure.
The stat.
Sanders says Barry Sanders tailed 14 games with 100 or more rushing yards, the most in a single season in NFL history.
14 games of 100 or more. Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
14 out of 16.
Yeah.
That is
One,
unbelievable.
did they play 16 at that time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
it's like when we bet on players that have 100 yards. Just do it. He actually did it.
He would do it, yeah.
Yeah, he
14
would
out of
do it.
16.
But God knows what his line was set at.
But it wasn't. Yeah, no, it's 181 and a half. But it wasn't just 100.
Yeah.
160,
I know.
170 in his sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was at least
I
100.
think after the list draw, I think I'm putting Saquon at 5.
So
If
you
I
go.
kinda I go
so
LT.
Leave. Oh, so you still have LT over that Barry season. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
So LT,
LT.
Terrell Davis,
No, I said another one.
or no,
Marshall
Marshall
Falk.
Falk. I'm sorry, that's
Yeah.
Terrell
Falk, yeah, the
LT,
87 catches, more
Marshall
than
Falk,
A.J.
Sean
Brown.
Alexander, and Barry Sanders. Those four.
Sean Alexander. No, give me Saquon over Sean Alexander's.
I mean,
Yeah.
1880 and 27 touchdowns.
So out of this
Yeah.
10, which
27
are you
touchdowns
knocking
is
out like
wild.
one of? Are you knocking out one of the older
And
guys or
MVP.
like
Yeah.
like OJ Simpson season? It was
Absolutely. Why is that even on the list?
I just don't like. I don't want to like the old style.
Yeah,
Like
I
yeah,
agree.
don't like
yeah,
it
they're
completely,
great
yeah.
seasons, but
Alright.
I just like the
It's
new.
way
obviously the
harder to do that now than
Not-
it was.
Yeah.
then.
not
Not
in
even if it's
order-
harder or easier, we
not-
just enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Like we
Not
enjoy
in-
the
not
game.
in
Obviously,
more.
it wasn't our time. But.
Not in order. LT's, Marshall Falk's, Barry Sanders. I mean, Sean. I'll do Sean Alexander's too, just because that 27 touchdowns. Is
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd put it at
5. APs.
APs was
Oh,
crazy.
APs
yeah.
five.
So it's not even top
Yeah.
five. Saquon's not
Yeah,
even
he's
top
not
five.
Top 5.
It's not
AP
top five,
and
I'm
then
sorry.
Barry Sanders.
Like-
so maybe
Oh, yeah, it's
Saquon's
this
probably
season.
like
Yeah, yeah.
Saquon's probably like 7.
Like 7.
7.
7.
Maybe
Would you?
if I took
Would
it
you?
over Eric
Okay,
Dickerson.
so here's a question: would you put Derrick Henry's year in this list and knock someone else out too?
This year?
This year,
This year's.
No.
No.
What about his 2,000-yard year?
No. Just
Same
I mean,
thing.
same thing.
Same thing, it's just
No.
like-
Think of Saquon.
Especially,
Yeah.
he's even a downgraded version because he doesn't catch the ball.
Doesn't catch
Yeah,
the ball
yeah,
at all.
yeah.
another thing though with these running back years is that like, I feel like we do also have to wait for Saquon's season to finish. Like, you know, these guys won a Super Bowl that year. These guys won
Exactly.
an
MVP
MVP this
that
year.
year, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think he's gonna win an MVP, but he might win a Super Bowl. He might win a Super Bowl MVP if they make the Super Bowl.
For sure.
So I just feel like, well, maybe he does like crawl 1 or 2 spots down the list, like
Yeah.
with a ring,
All I know
with
is
the
Marshall
Super Bowl
Falk had
MVP.
more catches than AJ Brown
We're not talking about that.
by
right now.
20. Go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't have Jalen Hurts as a
Yeah, he
quarterback.
had Kurt Warner
Kurt
throwing him
Warner.
the ball,
Dog.
not Jalen
Dog.
Hurts.
Dog.
Yeah,
Larry
what?
Fitzgerald, dog.
Yeah, what is Jalen Hurts? Not a dog. I'm sorry, not a dog.
No, he's not.
Okay.
But he did also throw to AJ Brown for 1,500 yards in back-to-back years. Anyway.
Yeah, because that's I'm gonna credit that to AJ Brown, not to
Oh, it's
not
fine. That's fine.
Jalen Hurts. Garbage.
Respectable. Not respectable, but respectable.
But again, MVP, Super Bowl, those, like Leo said, those are big accolades if you can get
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
of course.
sorry, whoever's coming out of the AFC is winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, the Bills obviously they beat the Ravens. It was a crazy game. Came down to the wire. Mark Andrews dropped that 2-point conversion, which was
Fumble.
crazy. I felt bad. He posted like today on social
I
media.
saw,
You saw it?
yeah.
And then the fumble and the stupid interception, like it was just like bad turnovers. It wasn't like your typical Ravens offense that
I
you
mean-
saw. You still saw Derrick Henry run the ball. He still scored. Like, but I don't know, something was off. It
You're
just
still
wasn't
always
clicking.
gonna have like turnovers in a game, Joe, especially when it's so cold that
Yeah,
your hands are like your hands are already freezing. You can
To-
barely hold the ball.
To that point, are we done with the outdoor games? Are we done?
Yeah, like
Because
some
both
people,
those,
like some fans, enjoy
Joe,
them.
maybe just because we don't have
The
an
ones that
outdoor
are
stadium, so
shirtless?
it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a crazy football tradition to me just because the Lions play in a dome. So, like, I'm like, look, heat, AC, normal conditions. But that Ravens game, ruined because of the weather.
Rams.
That Rams game,
Eagles.
ruined because of the
And
weather.
guess what? You're still gonna have
and
fans.
it's
Yeah.
always in the playoffs.
They'll always be there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah, because it's the
course.
coldest time of the year.
yeah, it's always in
Yeah.
the playoffs. So it's like the most important games that like these players are having to play in these conditions.
Well, like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mark Andrews does not drop that ball if he's in a dome.
Literally,
No,
yeah. His
it's like-
hands were probably freezing.
His
What
hands
you
are
feeling?
probably icicles. Lamar does not
And-
fumble the ball if he's inside.
Yeah.
100%.
And it was a little bit underthrown by Lamar too to Mark Andrews. It was right in his breadbasket, but it could have
Or
been like
even
up here.
I think what's his name threw a pick because he underthrew a ball. Stafford.
Yeah.
Stafford underthrew a ball pick. He does. I like 8 times out of 10.
Kyron's fumble was actually pretty sick.
That
I'm not
was-
gonna
yeah,
lie.
that
that
was a
was just
sick-
a
yeah.
Jalen Carter punch out. But Stafford's fumble.
But also the way Stafford fumble. But even if you paid attention to the way Kyron Williams was running the ball after that fumble, he was like every time he grabbed the ball, he's like hugging
Well,
it
yeah,
like
all
this.
of,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
in the game won.
Yeah,
Goff's
they're like
fumble. Oh wait, no, that's
Yeah.
indoors. Never
That
mind.
was
No, that was
indoors.
indoors.
Yeah, that was
that was that was just unreal. But anyway,
That was indoors.
but I like genuinely believe that these outdoor
Yeah.
games like
Goff's picks.
ruin games.
Jameis
Yeah.
picks.
Like I said, maybe it's
Those are all
just
indoors.
me.
No.
But I feel like the weather literally ruins these games.
Yeah.
100%.
Like you're still gonna have fans. You're still gonna sell tickets.
I'm
Everyone's-
sorry, it's still gonna be sold
no,
out.
you
Yeah.
guys, it's a money thing. Think about it. Like if they build the
Yeah, it's
Bills,
gonna
if the
cost
Bills
them,
go
yeah.
build a new stadium, like bro, it's gonna cost them billions.
Exactly. And
They
they're
don't
saying
want-
we're still gonna sell tickets if we
They-
don't build the indoor
Yeah,
stadium. So why would we?
Why would
For that
why would
fan
we-
base?
It has to be an owner's
It has
like
to be-
decision, and they all have to come up. Like the NFL has to agree on it.
It
Of
has
course.
to be a reason like the Rams. They went from St. Louis to LA. LA big money city, one of the biggest.
Well,
cities,
Yeah, but then you
richest
don't have
cities
to
in the
worry about
world.
that in LA.
Huh?
Then you don't have to worry about weather in LA.
I know, I get it. 100%,
I mean, it could still be rainy,
but they still
possibly.
build
Yeah,
an
yeah.
But in
indoor
San
stadium.
Francisco, it rains. It doesn't really
But-
rain in LA.
At the
Yeah.
same time, like now you can use your stadium as a concert venue, as other stuff that you can rent it out for if it's indoor. Like,
I
how
believe
many, how
every-
many concerts do we have at Ford Field because it's
Oh
an indoor
yeah, all the
stadium?
time.
Now this is
But,
the
like-
business side of you talking.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I truly think that every team in the NFL should have a convertible stadium. It's nice outside,
Yeah.
open it. It's not nice outside, close it. That's
You
it.
don't even have to get that much into
That's it.
convertible, but I
Yeah.
mean, just have an indoor stadium and
But-
have some
and then-
turf for crying out loud.
Oh yeah, look. What am I talking? They don't even put grass. You want me to go build a roof?
I
Yeah.
swear they don't even put freaking turf.
Every
Low-key
stadium
crazy.
should be indoor. Yeah, I agree.
But Yeah, so I mean, obviously, it ended up coming down to the wire. I'm happy for Loki. Like I didn't want to see either guy lose. I like Lamar.
That's what sucked about Baltimore and Buffalo
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, both fan favorites, obviously. I'm happy that Josh Allen won. I want to see Josh Allen win the whole thing, but when it comes to like, we'll do our conference championship predictions. I have KC winning.
We can but let's talk a little bit more about the Bills Ravens. No,
I mean,
a little bit.
yeah, we can talk about.
So, I truly thought Baltimore was gonna pull it off, but yeah, like we were talking about with the weather and everything, but just it's Josh Allen's year in my opinion. Even though
MVP, Leo.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jonah. You don't even want him to win MVP. No quarterback that's won MVP has ever won the Super Bowl.
This year he will.
I don't think so.
If he wins, even though I have KC.
He's not going to win the MVP, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, it's so he's Josh Allen's obviously insanely good, and but it just came down to home field advantage, and poor Lamar, he threw a ball that should have been caught to Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews fumbled that ball earlier.
Yeah,
and
what
he
did you
dropped
say? It was his first fumble since 2019.
Yeah, unreal. Like Mark Andrews does not fumble. It was his
Yeah.
first fumble in 5-6 years, so it was just a great punch out. Who was it? It was you love the Bills secondary. Was it
Wasn't Tyler Rapp he got hurt or Taylor Rapp?
something
The one
Johnson? Is there
that
something
punched it
Johnson?
out?
Taron Johnson?
Bernard?
I don't know. But it was an amazing punch out. An amazing
I'll
punch
look
out.
it up right now.
I know the first one was caused by DeMar Hamlin. I don't know about the second
No,
one.
no.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I think it was Bernard.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one he went to go like wrap him up, and then Lamar
Yeah.
tried to fake him out, and then the ball came out because of the stupid weather.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. But it just sucks that Baltimore and Buffalo had to play, but obviously the better team won.
Yeah, no, that was
And
definitely
Dylan's,
a good
Dylan's
matchup. Like you said, like you don't want either team to lose. Like either one is like you want to win. Either quarterback, like they need to win a Super Bowl, but obviously
Yeah.
only one can do it.
And the Buffalo secondary heard Dylan talk because you were
Yeah,
saying like Baltimore's secondary and
Baltimore secondary.
Bernard, yeah.
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 It was Bernard that forced the
Bernard.
fumble.
Yeah, so I was right.
So they just they
Joe,
did
acknowledge I was right.
You're right.
Thanks, Joe.
Good job.
Appreciate that,
But
Joe.
not about
Pook and
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Joseph, you need to drop it.
I'm not gonna drop that.
All right, well, we'll get back into it another day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just wait till we have AJ on the podcast. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to his face, say you're not a fan.
Nah, I mean, I will.
No.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll be like, look, AJ, like, all due respect, bro. Puka's better than
And then you're gonna ruin it for
And then
us.
he's not gonna shout out DJ's Gourmet Market.
I know.
Yeah, then he's gonna ruin it for us. He's gonna be like, no, I'm not doing it anymore.
all right. What do you got in the Washington Philly? Who you got?
Washington.
Philly's
What?
Whoa.
I
Really?
got
Really?
Washington, man.
really.
I got Washington.
He's just trying to be different.
Philly's favored by
I'm
6.5.
not trying to be different. Not trying to be different.
This guy's already hopped on the wagon.
Saquon's gonna get his.
You just don't
Okay.
want AJ
No,
Brown
on
to
the
win.
against AJ Brown wagon.
What was
He
that,
just,
Joe?
he just doesn't want
Literally.
AJ Brown to win.
Literally.
Doesn't-
Saquon's gonna get his. AJ Brown will not.
Yeah, I got some props for AJ Brown. that he's
Mike
gonna hit.
Sanders still is gonna put AJ Brown on his island.
Just wait.
And then I think Jalen Hurts is injured. So I don't know what's looking like.
Good.
Jalen
Bring in
Hurts'
Kenny
health.
Pickett.
And then I just think Jaden Daniels is just too good.
bring in somebody that'll throw AJ around the ball.
I just think Jaden Daniels is too good.
Tanner McKee.
Yeah, I'll take
Tanner
that too.
McKee.
Hooper.
So
but
you
yeah.
got Washington.
I got Washington. I swear, Joe, I'm not gonna lie. I think people are just doubting them, keep doubting them. But I just, to me, with Washington, what separates Washington and Detroit and Washington and Philly, Washington's got nothing to lose. Nobody expected them to be here.
Yeah,
But the fact that they're here, they're playing with everything they got, and they don't make mistakes. They're well coached, great offensive coordinator. They run that spread offense like Ontario McLaurin's 60-yard touchdowns, the screen pass against the Lions. There was nobody anywhere.
Yeah.
Like when he
They ran
split,
two receivers split, two
they-
receivers on the opposite side as
they
well.
run the spread offense.
Yeah.
So when you run the spread offense with a mobile quarterback and a solid run game, not a good run game, with a solid run game, it's very hard to stop.
Forces them
Yeah.
to have two secondary,
you have
two
to have,
corners, two corners.
You have to have two corners and two corners that leaves the middle of the field wide open. And then you have a mobile quarterback, so if there's a little bit of a crease of a hole, he's getting 10, 15 yards at least.
So at that point, it's the lineman versus the front seven.
Exactly.
And the running back.
And if he throws a screen like how he did to Terry McLaurin on the screen against the Lions, he breaks one tackle, which he broke. He split the two corners.
And
He's
Kirby
gone.
couldn't catch him.
He's gone
Yeah.
But it wasn't
by
Kirby's fault.
because by the time the other corners from the other side catch up to him, it's too late.
Yeah.
So,
So-
can we, since it's the last two games, let's get a score prediction.
Score prediction?
Yeah. Gotta throw the kickers in it.
I wasn't expecting
Maybe a dirty
this.
safety here and
Wasn't
there.
expecting this. Score prediction. Let's go. It's gonna be high scoring for sure.
47 and a
I'm gonna
half is the over/under.
I'm gonna go 31 to 27.
Okay.
31-27.
31-27
Fair.
Washington.
Washington.
That 31-27 makes it sound like it would be like a last second touchdown. 27-24 and then Jaden's
How were Jaden Daniels? How was his game against the
literally
Eagles last time?
everything.
And
Everything's
his
been
last
like
5
buzzer
games
beaters.
of the year?
They call them the cardiac commanders.
Number one play all year, the Hail
he's
Mary.
He's got nothing nothing that bothers him. He's
Nah,
just
yeah.
calm,
He's a dog.
cool, collected,
He's a
ice
beast.
in his veins, does not care.
He's a
He's
dog.
a beast.
His last 5 games of the season were all buzzer beaters, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like last second heroics.
Yeah. Tampa,
Yeah.
Philly. I don't know if Chicago was one of the last ones. That's like middle season, but yeah.
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 I'm gonna go Philly. I got Philly, and I don't even like the
A.J.
Eagles,
Brown.
So,
That's
AJ
why.
Brown. Yep. AJ Brown. 100%.
We got to do AJ Brown stat predictions.
I mean, I'm gonna. So
And what
A-
about Puka? JK,
He's-
JK.
can't
Me
get
and,
it.
me and him putting up the same stat line this weekend.
I got Philly. I'm gonna predict the score at 27-24.
Good, nice. Good score, Joe.
27-24.
That's what I was
Philly.
thinking. I was going to go 31-24, but I went 31-27.
Yeah, not
But
bad.
count
So
for
it's
me.
okay. Well, yeah, it'll be a different game if Washington's winning the game. That's
Absolutely,
why
absolutely,
it'll be different.
Absolutely.
But take AJ Brown over four and a half catches. AJ Brown over 60.5 receiving yards.
Those numbers seem so low because of like how
Is that his line?
That's his
yeah,
line.
it's fine.
Well, I mean,
Well,
after
he-
having back-to-back games with 2 catches, 10 yards, yeah, I would assume so.
Really?
That's why, but yeah. Seems like a trap.
Think so?
Yeah, possibly. We'll see.
Those, that's my prediction. Those are my picks for that game.
Hammer that shit.
I haven't even looked at weather either.
Hammer that shit, right?
But yeah,
Jake's putting it in right now.
I just see Philly. I just see Philly winning.
That finger lick.
Just because like it's Philly's year. They've been after it since like they lost to the Chiefs. And yeah, Jalen's been hurt for a couple of games this year, but I just feel like it's like their year. Saquon's storyline with him being the his first season. I just see them winning a close game. I see the Commanders actually keeping it close for sure. I see a 27-21 game. Is that the score you said? What was your score?
I said
It was
27-24.
Okay, I see like a 27-21 is what I see. Just like Jaden Daniels trying to get the last second touchdown to win the game and fails, and then just Jalen Hurts comes in and knees it. I just think there's too much firepower. AJ Brown might finally get over 20 yards.
Sure.
I was siding with you. I was saying he finally might get like over 20 yards.
Just wait.
Sorry.
No, but he's not going to get over 20 yards.
Sitting next to a bunch
2
of
catches, 10
haters.
yards.
Literally.
I mean, he's not gonna do 2 catches, 10 yards back to back. Did he have 2 catches? Was that the
Back to back?
previous game or this game?
He
that
had
just-
one. He had one catch in the wild card.
The wild card, he had 2
two
targets,
catch-
1 catch.
Okay.
10 yards.
2
yards.
But I think
Last game.
if you actually look
2
up
catches.
his like history against Washington, though, he's always torched them.
Yeah.
But they didn't have Mike Sanders all the time, so we'll see. And actually, what's funny is Mike Sanders still is on Washington this year. He won the national championship with Michigan against Washington, but that Washington's in like the Seattle Washington. And then now he's on Washington, almost going to the Super Bowl. It's actually pretty crazy. It's like ironic.
Not that crazy.
2 interceptions. I mean, he's a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah. 2 interceptions against the Lions is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Right, Jake?
So he'll definitely keep AJ Brown in check, but AJ Brown will come through and have like a deep ball. Devonta Smith will play good. The Lion will play good, and Dallas Goedert actually is like my props that I had for the game. Let's see, what did I have? I had Jaden Daniels under rushing yards, Jalen Hurts anytime, Dallas Goedert over 3.5 receptions, and I have Washington to cover the spread, but by the point to make it 7.5 instead of 6.5. But yeah, 27-21 Philly.
Those are Danny Jager's prop bets.
Yeah, take those.
Danny's
Take
dimes.
those. Danny's
Danny's
dimes.
dimes. That's
I
what
like
we
it.
call them.
Personally, I'm taking Philly. I'm not a Philly fan. The crazy thing is I don't like the
I
team.
don't like.
But
Philly
I
at
like
all
all the players on there.
I don't like
But
all.
I don't
I
like the
just like
team.
one. I just like one.
No, AJ Brown, my guy.
How you
Saquon,
not
I
like
like
Saquon
him.
Barkley?
Devonta
No, he's
Smith,
fine.
my
Nothing
guy.
against him. But I'm not gonna just claim to be a fan of his.
Okay.
That's what
But
I'm
you
saying.
love Saquon.
Saquon's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
dog. Saquon's just a dog.
Dog.
You're not like he's not like your
Okay,
favorite player, but he's
like,
like
not like Devonta.
He's not even my
Devonta Smith is my guy.
He's not even
No,
my
I love
favorite.
Devonta Smith. That's my guy.
says
I had him in
that?
fantasy like 2 years ago. That's my
Saquon's-
oh
guy.
yes.
Not even my
Bama.
favorite running back in the league. So
Saquon?
Man, he literally won a
Saquon's
high.
Bro,
No,
Leo-
that's
Leo-
fine. He doesn't have to be your favorite. We know your favorite is Jonathan Taylor. We know.
Leo's had
JT,
everyone on
really.
the Eagles. Devonta, AJ Brown,
Yeah.
Miles Sanders.
Miles
Yeah.
Sanders career year when he was on my team. Don't forget that.
Yeah, Nick Foles
Good
against
God.
him, in the championship game.
I knew that was
But
coming.
my pick is the Eagles. They did split when they met this year. The first game they won, or the first game they lost to Washington 36-33 was a shootout.
Mhm.
Last time they played was 26-18. Philly won that game. Both one possession games, so I don't see this one being any different. But my scoring prediction for this one is 34-27.
Okay, that's solid.
34-27.
I like
Wait,
it.
no, I think the game in Washington where Jalen Hurts got hurt was
When Washington wins,
more towards the end, wasn't it?
next
At-
week's
at
show is
Washington-
going to be
You'll
crazy.
see- you'll
Philly's
the
at
clip.
Washington
You'll see the
game
clip.
was week 2.
Philly at Washington.
Yeah, when the game was in Washington, that was the one where Washington won 36-33. It was week 2.
That was the Jaden buzzer beater touchdown.
I believe so. Yes.
Damn.
Because
That
the
was
last
later in
or-
the year. Okay.
yeah, the other one was I don't even know what week this is. What is it, like 7 or 8? But that was the one Philly won 26-18. It was in Philly.
Okay, so then obviously the second game, man, it sucks that this is like the last.
I know, right?
So we're at the end of football, but last game, KC Buffalo. KC is favored by -1.5. Same total though, 47.5. Both games implied total is 47.5. What you got, Del?
I'm thinking.
Stupid thinking face.
All right, I got Buffalo,
Wow. Okay. Buffalo, Washington, Super Bowl.
Washington Super Bowl. Final score.
It's a weird Super Bowl.
Final score.
That would be
is
crazy. I mean, it would be exciting. That'd be crazy.
28-24.
2024 Buffalo.
This is Buffalo and KC.
Yeah.
Okay.
28-24 Buffalo. And then my reasoning is just I don't think KC's offense is good enough.
And this is where Joe's gonna have like a cut of like
Yeah.
Mahomes having a crazy
I'm
play
not
that
gonna
tells
do-
you for
yeah.
You're about to be on a
for
video
sure.
again.
For sure, I'm gonna be on a meme again because of Joe.
I'm
But
not gonna do
I
you
just-
dirty again. Don't worry.
I just don't think I just don't think they'll be good enough with this offense. Their offense has not played good all year, and they've always won by last second heroics. Like what I think 8 out of their 8 or 9 in their wins are all like last second like plays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just think Josh Allen is too good.
Finally gonna get over the hump. 0-3 against
He'll
Mahomes.
get over that hump. Like I said, he's too good. KC's defense is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I just think the overall team this year, offense defense is just better than KC's offense defense.
Yeah.
Like combined,
Combined
Absolutely.
as a team.
you know that's just how I'm looking at it. But
It's like Dill will give a take like, yeah, just Mahomes. I just don't see Mahomes being good enough, and then you're just gonna show like Mahomes throw 4 touchdowns.
yeah, and while he's falling down, spinning, he's gonna throw it behind his back. And he's gonna find
NFL
somebody in
street
the end zone.
style.
Literally. But I hope I'm wrong. I want Josh Allen to go all the way and win.
Sure, boy.
It's just like really hard for me to bet against Mahomes. Like to say Mahomes is losing in the playoffs is really hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Kansas City will still end up winning. I'm gonna say the score 24-21.
Come on,
Kansas
Jay.
City.
Gotta go with your boy.
I hope I'm wrong. I know I went with him last week. I hope I'm wrong, but like I don't know. I it's like hard to see. It's like hard to picture that. That's what
Andy
it is.
Reid Mahomes, not just Mahomes too.
Yeah.
Like hard to picture Andy Reid Mahomes
Yeah.
losing.
They need to lose. I'm kind of sick of them.
I mean, yeah. Trust me. I would want Buffalo to win. But I'm
Sure.
predicting a KC Philly Super Bowl rematch, and in that game, I like Mac Hollins over 1.5 receptions,
Solid.
and Kareem Hunt over 8.5 rushing attempts.
Okay, solid. Matt Collins over 1.5 or under 1.5 shoes worn.
Yeah. Over half.
So
over
nasty.
Under point half.
So it's gonna be obviously a phenomenal game. Round 4 of Mahomes versus Josh Allen. 3-0 for my boy Mahomes. It's crazy. You're all about Josh Allen, and you're picking the Chiefs. I'm all about obviously Mahomes, but I'm picking the Bills.
Wow.
I just think it's their year. Like we said, it's the Bills' time to like get over that hump. I just think the spread's like
I
really
hope.
close, so I see like Bills covering. Whether they cover and lose by 1, I mean, I don't think they're gonna lose, but I just see them winning outright. I want to say 23-17.
23-17.
Yeah.
Low-scoring game.
Low scoring, defensive. It'll be really cold. I don't think it's supposed to be. It's gonna be like clear, like no precipitation.
What
but
did I say? I said 27-24.
you said 28-24.
28-24.
Yeah, 20. So like, I just see like Mahomes is like year like he's absolute magic. He's amazing, but he hasn't had the Mahomes type year that we're accustomed to. And I just think Buffalo's playing with a little bit more confidence on offense. And if you guys look at it, I don't want to say obviously it's luck or like it's like it's always been on their side this year though, blocking so many field goals, getting all these pass interference calls to win games. Like I'm not saying they're winning because of the reps, winning because of the block field goals, but they're getting all those one possession wins. But when you're against Josh Allen, one possession wins is going to be a little bit tougher.
Exactly what
You
I
know?
was trying to say. Yeah, when you're against Josh Allen, he's not going to allow it to come down to that one.
It's not going to be Bo Nix making a mistake that he missed Marvin Mims or missed Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
It's Josh Allen's going to make the throw. Josh Allen's going to run whatever linebackers in his way.
Yeah.
Run him over. So I see Buffalo winning 23-17. It's going to be instant, like right away a classic. Just like it's crazy. Like Bills Chiefs have met in the playoffs 3 times. The 1 minute where there was like 21 points scored, it's in our head and it's not even a Super Bowl.
The Tyreek,
Like, it's
Tyreek touchdown.
Tyreek touchdown and the Kelsey play
catch,
Kelsey's
goal.
catch to like get in field goal range to kick it. And then obviously the game-winning touchdown. But yeah, Buffalo should have win. Like I think we'll win 23-17. I got Josh Allen anytime. I got obviously Buffalo covering the spread. I got Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown. And I got Xavier Worthy. This is funny. Over 3.5 rushing yards.
Wow.
Solid.
Yeah.
Good guy. I like that.
So his line was
around?
his line was 4.5 last week. He had -8.
Okay.
So yeah, he should get like a 4-yard carry. But
He's got that like that one shot. If he gets
literally
like,
one carry, 8 yards.
one carry.
If-
He'll get it.
If
Cash.
you'll see the play, he'll get it handed off to him. You'll see right away if it's gonna be stuffed or if he's gonna have the 8 yards.
Easy cash.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm rolling with the
prediction.
I'm rolling with the Chiefs
I hope I'm
on
wrong.
this one.
Mahomes.
I'm rolling with the Chiefs on this one. For some reason, I just can't see. I know, like, on paper, their offense is not all that. On defense, like, they're mediocre. But just something about Mahomes in the playoffs, in Arrowhead, I just can't see him losing. I see him beating the Bills. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be more of a shootout, honestly. I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, 38-32.
Oh, sick.
Something like that.
I would love that.
That's what
Shootout. No, I think the defenses are too good for a shootout.
I don't know. I just think it's just gonna be like, because that's what we always think, but then those games always end up just being back and forth. Just
That's
Yeah.
true.
you know,
And
When
the
we
game-
don't need
and the
fantasy
game-
players,
the
that's what
The
happens.
games that
Yeah.
we think they're going
are
to
gonna
be
be
shootouts,
end up being
13-7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that game being something like 38, 32, some in the 30s. But like I said, something about Mahomes at home.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs, you just can't beat him. Something about
Yeah.
it. But like I do
Exactly.
see him like going to the Super Bowl against the Eagles, and then I think the Eagles are gonna.
You think the
Prosper.
Eagles win the
I
Super
think
Bowl?
so.
No.
Whoa.
Commanders.
The Super Bowl
Okay,
predictions will be
no.
for the next show.
Yeah, we'll get
We'll
to
leave that for another time. But I think the Chiefs are taking this one.
Yeah.
That's solid. So we got Chiefs, Bills, Chiefs, Bills.
Bills.
Oh wow, so 2-2, and then we got Commanders, Eagles,
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
All right, Del.
Yeah.
Let's see if
I'm
you're
the lone
right.
wolf,
You're
Joe.
the lone
This
wolf.
guy's
You're
always
the
trying to be
I'm
different.
the lone wolf.
Lone Wolf.
You know why he said the Commanders, right? Because he
Why?
knows next week's gonna come in, and if they win, we're not gonna hear the end.
You're
of it.
not going to hear the end of it.
But if they lose, it's gonna be, well, they weren't even supposed to be there, and
But could
that's what's gonna happen.
What will happen if Washington wins and AJ Brown has 1 target?
Oh, my
God. I might have to miss next
AJ,
week.
don't let me down this week, bro. Don't let me
Oh,
down.
my. You guys have no idea what's going to happen if that
That'll be a
happens.
comedy show.
No, he's
Oh,
going
that'll
off.
be
He's going off.
fantastic.
This is the AJ Brown game. This is the
Absolutely
game.
not. There's no such thing as
What's
the AJ Brown.
Puka's yard set at? Under half this week?
Under, I don't know. You might have to start putting in.
Yeah, I think
futures for
I think
next
his
year.
prop is how many spots on the couch is he gonna sit on?
No disrespect to
it's-
Puka. We like him too. Don't worry.
His prop is how many
Puka's
slices of
phenomenal.
pizza is
First
he
round
gonna
pick next year in fantasy, baby.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
phenomenal, but
eat. He
he's
was
at
my
home.
first round pick this year, but he misses 5 games, 6 games.
Don't let him drop to 12 like you guys let Jamar drop to 12 for me. But
Puka
my fantasy name.
Puka dropped to 11.
Huh?
Puka dropped to 10.
No, I think 9.
10, I took him.
Oh, you took him at 10?
Yeah, he took him, and then I took Jameer at 11. You had Jamar at 12.
Jameer, wow.
Who'd you take at 13?
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson at 13.
Over
and then
Derrick
then
Henry.
I took AJ Brown at 14.
Yikes.
Yikes! At
What
least
a,
he
what a
played,
what a pick.
right? That's what
What
I'm
did I
saying.
take after that?
I don't know, some bum.
You traded Joe Mixon for George Pickens.
Yeah,
No, I took Puka and...
Who did you take?
I don't know.
Puka and
I made Jay.
Oh God,
sorry.
That's
Mark.
not your fault, bro. That's not your fault.
God.
Kyler is
over
God.
Derrick Henry.
bro, second round pick. Come on, Dill. Rookie second round pick.
Bro, he was going like
I would have
top
taken
10.
it. I would have taken him there too.
Well,
No,
Joe, you would have made a mistake just like he
That's
did.
fine. It's a
He
mistake
was
I was
going
willing to
top
make.
10.
That's ridiculous.
you're
Who's
like-
taking him top 10?
Dylan's like the Cowboys. Like
If
when they
I
won in the
had-
'90s, you're not gonna win again.
That's
I
it.
swear.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens. But that's it for this show, guys. Tune in next week. We might have something a little bit different just because Super Bowl will be 2 weeks after. So we might be coming in with some other stuff.
Some
but
Pro Bowl stuff.
Some
Maybe
Pro Bowl
some
stuff.
NBA
maybe
All-Star
some NBA
selections.
All-Star
Oh,
stuff.
NBA
Yeah.
All-Star.
I think
We'll
it's time.
definitely-
I think it's
Shout
time
out
we.
Cade.
Yeah.
I think
Shout out Cade.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Shout out Cade.
We'll talk some
All-Star.
props for NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah. I
always
think
fun.
now unfortunately football's done. I think now's the time we start to dabble in other
Yep.
sports.
And then you'll see less of me. I'm going into
No.
a cocoon until
Director.
Really?
You're
You're
the
gonna go
director.
hibernate
Yeah.
until September?
Yep.
Not even August.
Why? We can talk
Fantasy
about
season.
mock draft for 6 months.
Oh, I'll do that. We'll do way
we could
too
talk
early
about
mock drafts.
all-time teams.
All-time
We'll do
teams,
whatever.
The draft
We're
game
gonna
that we
put
play.
Together, we're gonna put together some squads.
Yeah, we'll do some
And we're
cool
gonna
stuff.
argue who's gonna win.
Oh,
And
We'll do
I'm
some-
gonna win the argument.
This guy
We'll do
just
some
dies
cool
to
stuff.
argue.
We'll do some cool stuff. But
Arguing is the best part of the show.
what does it feel like to lose?
Does not feel good, but so far I'm winning.
Win what?
What do you mean win what?
What have you
What did
won?
you win?
AJ Brown has had 3 catches in 20
We're
in 20
cutting it
yards.
off here.
AJ Brown has had 3 catches
We'll
in 20
see you
yards in 2
guys.
games.
We'll see you
I just hope
guys.
you know that when I edit this video, I'm just gonna mute you.
I swear that's
We'll
so
see
mean.
you guys. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We're out.